Hello everyone and welcome back to Daedra and Deathclaws. We missed you so much while we were all slowly dying from the plague.
Not all of us!
We have mostly recovered. You might hear a few coughs tonight, but we are ready to go. In case you missed the last episode, we... Shenanigans indeed. We bamboozled some treasure hunters and ended up in Dawnstar on the way to retrieve the horn of Jurgen Windcaller. We start our game the morning of Sundus, the 31st of last seed, in the local tavern.
Okay, so I'm gonna get some breakfast.
Mm-hmm. Also, I'd like to try and talk with the gentleman in the hood who had the angry mob around him yesterday. Last evening. Ooh, also, how's your new bow?
Isn't it pretty?
It looks really pretty.
Yeah. It's
Wait.
gonna be so much better.
I am currently... Sorry, I'm not currently myself. I am currently in the visage of a nondescript Nord female. Because Nord men do not
It's the
work
voice
well.
is weird.
Well, it's less that and more that they feel weird.
This one will tell you right now, I'm pretty sure you'd feel weird either way. This one's fascinating. Seriously.
Just the stuff in between the legs, I don't get it.
Oh, it's quite interesting.
Moving on.
Next time you do it, I'm going to show you
I
this
think-
trick you can do in the snow.
I'm trying
Awesome.
to eat here. I'm trying to eat.
Okay? Think of clams instead of sausages. Does that help you eat better?
Okay.
Moving it along then.
Not at all.
Yeah. Okay. So, what are we gonna do? Is it time?
I would like to get better acquainted with our powers, but apparently this will help us.
This one's been saying it for weeks.
Yeah, well, we weren't quite ready, and I didn't have a bow.
This one has almost died on multiple occasions. Might as well do it for glory.
Okay, so I had, you know how I do the thing?
Be more
The-
descriptive, because there's the thing, there's the thing, and then there's the thing.
I'm talking about how I get, like, dragon, kind of.
Oh, the most normal of all your things, yes.
Sure. Okay. Well, I was at home for, like, a year thinking that I should probably go out and do something, but I didn't want to leave, and I was nervous about doing it. It took, like...
Burning your house down.
No,
So it's not
because
being motivated.
well...
That's a different motivation altogether.
Yeah, no, I almost got caught by, one of my family members whilst in the,
No, this one's been caught by family. It is a very awkward conversation.
Stage.
Oh, we're talking about
Oh
that.
my.
of dragon.
You go blind to keep that up.
That's a fallacy, actually.
100% is, and I am offended you would think that's what I was doing. Just because my pants are off does not mean I was doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, so I almost got caught, which is what pushed me on to come see help. But, yeah, so I'm sometimes a little bit slow to act, so sorry if that's what's been going
No,
on.
don't be sorry. This one is way too impulsive to act. Counterbalance.
What?
Well, and
This is why you drive
I
the cart.
myself didn't want to go and do anything because I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn with anything that I tried.
I
So,
believe in you.
thank you.
Well, hopefully we can change that.
Well, yeah.
We'll have less barns around. Sure that'll help.
Well, and I will pull out the map, which is conveniently still here.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So we're here.
and
We
we're...
have to go here.
Yes. So we take the road
Where is it that we're going again?
to the marshes near north of Marthral. Morthal.
We have to go to a burial chamber
A barrel.
to get a horn of...
Jurgen Windcaller.
I thought it was Jurgen, but I didn't want to say because all you Nord places sound the same.
And I have
take
a
offense to
horn
that.
of Jurgen Windcaller. Or is that what we're going after?
That's
We're
what
going
Well,
after the horn of.
You
Okay,
spelled
'cause-
Jürgen wrong.
Well, whatever.
It's a soft J. A
Would
yay.
you like to look at this?
A yay, if you will.
Yay.
Well, while they're talking, we have two options. We either can go down south to Marshfall and then up, or we can go north, come around the coast a little bit, go through a little bit of marshes, and then hit it.
Morthal is a garbage place for garbage people.
Isn't
That's
that
rude.
where your in-laws are?
Yes. Oh no, in-laws for Markov, but they're all over the place.
I say we go to the most northern part and then come down because it looks like this is a hill.
Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of a mountain ridge that might not be the best for our rickety cart.
Mm-hmm. Well, then it's settled. We go to this X here and then go down.
That X isn't actually on there.
It's right down the map.
It's not actually on there. That was on the map that we printed off, but it's not supposed to be there. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Right?
But it's not. There's a blemish right here on the map.
Okay, then we go to that blemish and go south.
It's a printing error.
Yes.
It's right there. Do you not
It's a
see it?
drawing error. They don't have printers.
Property of. All right. Well, then let's go.
Yeah.
With the paddle.
All right.
Alright,
I would still like to talk with this gentleman up here. And...
Go right ahead. I'll get the horse ready.
Okay.
This fellow? What troubles you, my dear?
Oh, I'm just wondering if you're okay.
What's with the angry mob?
Yeah, there was lots of angry people around you yesterday.
The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it.
Do you know
So-
what it's going on?
These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares, not unlike a cough marks a serious illness.
So are you a healer then?
Not exactly. I'm trying to end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes more severe. But my abilities are limited, and they don't seem to be having much effect.
Is there anything that you can think of that maybe we can do to help? I kind of just like cast prestidigitation to make like magic glowy on my fingers, going like, we have skills, you know.
And the thirst for the blood of cultists.
Returning to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple, may be the way to go. If you could help me out and go there, you may be able to save this town from its epidemic of
Bad dreams?
nightmares.
So where is that located?
Is it close?
I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could be a disaster. Just,
Point to it.
he'll point to it in just a moment. But please just help me end this if you can, without causing too much ruckus in town.
We're known
yeah.
for our subtlety.
Yeah. Sure, we will.
Shit,
We'll
guys.
help.
Cool.
We do like to help.
Yours
We've
is
cleared out
solid.
several
Problematic
Dens of iniquity.
items.
forts of people who looked like they were going to be summoning weird things using human sacrifice. So
Witches.
like, oh yes, sorry. Here you go. I put it away.
Witches?
Witches.
It's not doing nothing.
I mean necromancers ostensibly, but all
Yes.
witches they just do the magic and with the bones and the books and the circles. It's all not good
And the
news.
blood.
And the blood.
There's usually
Lots-
blood and
There's lots of
feathers.
blood.
It's
And
my own drag.
Feathers. I don't trust it. None of it.
Feathers?
No, not feathers themselves, but in the cult rituals of.
blood and
Maybe I
feathers.
should try feathers next.
No, I
I
don't.
wonder if I could try feathers next.
What are you going to do with the feathers?
Well, I've already had fur. And have I had scales yet?
No,
Have I done scales?
no. No more feathers. If you want to do feathers and scales, just do the Argonians.
On yourself. To make
In
yourself
the
look
opposite
like it?
direction.
Or in potions?
Yes, if
Make
you want.
myself look like it.
We could hit it on the way back. Or do we want to help these poor people?
It's here. We're here.
Well, we can help these
And where are we
people,
going?
or we can help the whole of Damriel. I think Damriel takes a
okay.
How-
precedent.
Sir,
Yes.
how long, roughly, would a there and back again trip be?
There and back again in less than half a day easily. It's just a matter of how long solving the problem will take.
And how long before things get real bad here?
Drunkenly starts beatboxing.
It's rather difficult to say. We can't talk anymore about this. Someone's going to hear us and it's going to cause a problem. Just meet me there if you can help. Otherwise, I'm going to try and sort it out myself.
Okay. Okay.
Well, not we the down here, but the entire world being eaten by a dragon or dragons versus a bunch of people having some bad dreams.
What was
Call me a
GM?
pragmatist.
What was the name of the Daedric prince that's doing the homnoms?
Vermina.
Vermina. Can I do a religion check or something to see if I know if she is actually what this gentleman is telling us that they are?
Certainly.
Ooh. That's a natural 1.
You know, you feel like Vermina's a really cool name, and it's so cool that you would know if you had ever heard it before, and you have not.
Alright. It's a cool name. No, nothing.
Cool story, bro.
I believe we have more pressing matters. It's on the map. I'm sure we'll get to it eventually.
The only thing is that I would like to do it sooner than later because you say there's dragons. Well, yes, Daedric princes can also be, like, really bad. I remember a story that my parents told me once about this Oblivion crisis, which was Daedric
Mehrunes Dagon.
prince, right? So they can also invade. What if this is the start of an invasion?
If I know anything, well, invasion that may happen versus invasion that's already here. Dragons are here.
Old man's got a point.
And
I'm
if
44.
If we go there and come back, we're looking at like maybe 2 days, right? To where we need to go
Okay.
to get the
Oh.
horn.
And then we eventually have to go back to the throat of the world, so...
Might as well come back this way.
Don't worry, we'll take care of it.
Okay. I just
know
don't
you're-
like leaving people without help.
We're not leaving them without help. We are just merely prioritizing.
Bigger fish to fry and all that.
No, not that. It's prioritizing.
Okay.
Tell you what, this one will make your day a little bit better. Pick any 2 colors.
Gold
Mm-hmm.
and blue.
All right. This one will twiddle his fingers and summon a horse that is blue-skinned with gold manes.
Outside, I presume?
In the
Yes. But like head in the window, just like...
There is no windows.
I make one!
They don't.
Firewall!
They don't do windows in this place. It would be
This is
too damn
freezing.
cold.
okay.
I always hate Dawnstar.
What do you want to name this
by
one?
our standards.
Chestnut.
Okay, nuts. Let's go.
That boy's gonna freeze to death out here. Whatever.
Well, he's from this area. He's probably a little bit more acclimatized to it than you are.
So, you summon your gold and blue horse, and it is magnificent, just as all of your Technicolor dream horses have been. It's already tacked up, good to go. The wagon's there. Lydia comes out with you after your hearty breakfast. Just a simple, eggs, bacon, and hash browns. Home fries. With all the little the little crispy bits that accumulate around the pan when you're making home
good.
fries.
The crispy bits are the best.
You bundle yourselves up because it is biting cold, but you're ready to hit the road and get to the next part of your journey.
Actually, one thing of note when Gislad walks out, he is wearing just basic clothes.
But
Nothing bundled up at all. Just almost look like I'm ready to go to the beach.
Kitty man, what are you doing? You're gonna freeze to death out here with all that fur.
He won't.
Nope, this one's fine.
You're very confident in yourself.
Do you, okay,
Why do you
like
keep calling him Kitty Man?
because he's an ass. Do you
He's
not
he's
notice?
a kitty man.
So you remember how at like the throat of the world he basically instantaneously started shivering,
Mm-hmm.
and how he's not shivering at all
I
right
have
now?
suspicions.
It's magic.
Baby, it's magic.
I have feelings about magic.
Yes.
Witches and nonsense. Anyways,
This one's entire life is dedicated to making things easy. This one has a horse. This one has magic to keep him from freezing.
One they call it
or getting
laziness.
too hot, I would assume.
Yes, but I have to pick that when I cast it.
Oh, that's fair.
It's very
Would
annoying.
you
I can't go one
like
or the
to
S, one or the other.
You
Or-
can't just
I'd like
not
my own
hold the lot.
horse.
Nope.
Well,
That's
you know, maybe you buy a horse
I'm
and...
saving up to have my own horse that's not magic and prone to throwing us into the river.
Oh,
Well,
that's because I told it to.
the ditch.
It's
Whatever.
his fault.
I know it's his fault.
The horse has more intelligence than I do.
Also, like, him being able to just telepathically control the horse is probably better than any of us trying to actually control a real horse that has no intelligence and will just do what we say, because that also
Hey,
sounds
I've met
super
some
bad.
I've met some horses that are smarter than men. To be fair.
And trust me, it's quite intriguing the things I can do. Just watch. And I'll telepathe look at the horse, it'll just lift his tail and fart.
Charming.
A little bit of like sparkles come out from like the gold mane.
Charming.
Tell me you can get a horse trained to do that.
Let's saddle up if I lose my breakfast.
I make pet cash so
Very
that
good.
my little guy is Parthenax is all safe and cozy, and then I cast mage armor on myself so that I don't die.
Tally ho!
Holy jeez.
Oh.
And before the DMS, we take a right.
Very good.
That's near the stump.
Watch out. Whack.
Did we just run over somebody?
No, we just had to duck.
Oh, because there was a guy out there before.
You've made your right turn.
What was it the
Take a
correct? Was it the correct I call him Kitty Man because I find it very challenging to say his actual name.
Just lad.
Just lad.
Just lad.
Yeah, just roll his
It
S.
feels funny on my tongue.
You feel funny on my tongue.
I don't want to know how you know that.
Oh my god.
You are
So-
a very heavy sleeper.
I am concerned and will now be sleeping elsewhere.
Do you think that luscious, beautiful cowlick is natural?
I am concerned. I will now be sleeping with my sword.
Before we came across these people a ways back, once we were out of town, I like poofed out of my thing. So I'm now just myself.
Welcome back.
Very good. On the trail, you pass by these folks wearing elven armor, marching together in uniform, in unison and in uniform, led by this person in black robes.
Did I recognize when we were at the College of Winterhold? I seem to recall recognizing what it was.
Yes.
What he was.
So you will know these are Thalmor, or at least one of them is.
Osmond is resisting the urge to just lean his greatsword out as we pass by.
Just stop. As we pass by, I just sort of wave and bow as we go along, not making...
I scowl at them.
They make no acknowledgement of your existence. To you, just the faintest.
Yes,
of
because I'm
nods as they
still
continue on.
I'm still filth.
Damned
And this
thing.
one will think to the horse. Fart right as you walk by.
A great
Drive by.
extended as you go past.
John finds that funny. Osmond doesn't. John finds that funny.
John
Damn-
finds all fart jokes funny.
Not all. Most.
It's a boy thing.
You pass by what appears to be very similar in nature to the other place you tried to break into very recently.
Oh, we have to figure that out.
Well, we do have this thum that can make us ethereal. We just sort of have to
When we're better practiced at it, we can come back to these.
figure out. Alicia knows what we have to do in order to be able to cast it, but I don't.
Take a right.
Into the bushes?
Down the path that we're going in.
See, this is the problem I have with the damn faunas. Oh my.
Oh.
Don't worry, none of that's actually happening. It's a
Giddy up!
peaceful ride on the road through the countryside.
Awesome.
You know, Aruyan, I don't actually have much of a problem with elves, generally.
See, this
It's
one
a-
doesn't understand. You say Erudian just fine, but not just slab.
Is that what... Are we still going the right way?
This is still road.
Rude.
Okay.
Continue your thought.
I don't necessarily have a problem with all elves across the board. I have a problem with those bastards in the shiny armor with the black cloaks.
Why aren't there butterflies in this weather?
They're the hardy.
They're hardy Nordic butterflies.
I like picture a butterfly
I
like a Celtic knot beard with a little axe on it, just like follow that.
Could just see Braum from League of Legends. as a
Just a
butterfly.
big mustache. Float like butterfly.
So did we see the Imperials dragging somebody else along?
Yes, sorry, distracted by butterflies. Your wagon also
Sorry.
passes by some Imperial soldiers escorting a prisoner.
He doesn't have boots.
They don't care. Bunch of damn bootlickers for the Balmore.
Do we have boots that we could give to him?
They'll probably take it away.
Really? Would they do that?
They would. They don't care if he dies or freezes to death. They're probably a joke that he's a Nord who can't hack the cold.
I don't like it.
Cyrodiilics, Dalmor, they're all the same. They all bootlick to the same people.
So, are you thinking what I'm thinking then?
An acid
Violence?
arrow to the face?
So we'll fight we'll kill the Imperials, but we won't kill the men in the shiny suits.
The man in the shiny suits didn't have someone prisoner.
Yeah.
Fine.
Give me a moment. This one will go up, and I will walk up to the Imperial Guards.
Why are
So
we...
you
what?
stop the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Hop down.
Good morrow.
Or what do you want?
Oh, quite simple. This one would like to take that man with him.
That's not how this works. We're escorting this prisoner to his trial in solitude.
Yes, and this one was sent to take it via cart. They want to kill him faster.
Do you have any evidence of this?
No, they don't trust my kind with paper.
They don't trust your kind at all, friend.
Yeah, exactly. But this one was sent by a cart, and these cutthroats, look at them. They're ready to kill anything on sight.
I'd make my best like mean face.
Go ahead and roll bluff.
Does my mean face count
you know
for
what?
anything?
Osmond's just like standing back and just gonna watch how this all plays out.
This one will use performance instead of deception because I can do that.
Azalea's gonna pull out her 2 daggers and get ready.
Put this behind.
I would like to ready in action.
I thought you were gonna say
Rage.
rage.
I would like to rage.
26.
Who'd you say sent you?
No, he just gave
I
me 20
didn't.
gold, told me to pick up some idiots who were taking too long along the road.
Well, I won't turn down an opportunity to rest my legs. Men, load up.
No, we're taking this one, not you guys. We were told to just grab him and go. Tell you what. You throw me 10 gold, I'll come back and pick you up with a warm meal.
You've got yourself a deal. We'll just set a little camp here. We don't need to be going anywhere too fast.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Start
no,
a
no.
fire, keep warm.
Exactly, rest your poor feet.
Yeah. It's, why don't you keep that 10 gold? You bring us back some Blackbriar Reserve.
Oh, that's a man who thinks.
Yeah?
Yeah. Alright.
All
Alright, come here, you scum! And I'll just lean into the eyes like, play along, you fucking idiot.
No, please. I want to live.
Ah, quiet, you! And I will use my mage hand to, like, slap him, but it's just like,
Just like
Yeah.
a poof of air.
He has like a very small, warm breeze across like the lower half of his tunic, and he's just like, "Dear God, no! The indignity."
We almost got to look up your skirt.
And fortunately, his hands are bound in front, so he can sort of like grab onto the side of the wagon and climb himself in there.
And I'll play along, like with my daggers, kind of pointing at where I want him to sit, and threateningly.
Very fearsome. He follows your instructions, and he sort of sits between Osmond and Lydia, the two other most menacing people in the back of that cart.
All right.
Alright, I look at my horse. Get the fuck out of here, get the fuck out of here.
Hi-ho, Silver, away!
I can't believe that worked.
The Nord are very simple people.
That's not. Those aren't Nords. Those are Imperials, and they were dumb as posts.
Yeah.
Well, they don't
Hi, sir.
I'm gonna take my dagger and cut his binds.
Just what in Talos' name is going on here?
This
And-
one just wanted to fuck with them, and I just took it too far, and they just kept going. This one's apologizes.
And I'm going to do first aid, if I can, just to make sure that he's okay, and like tuck him up in our furs so that he doesn't get frostbite. That is not high enough. Actually, that is. That's a 16. I have successfully.
Listen here, Buckaroo.
So you look at him, and his extremities have begun to show the symptoms of frostbite. Not quite black, but like the very swollen stages just before that. With your healing magic, you encourage the blood flow back to those places.
I don't have healing magic. I have healing skill.
Apologies. Without your healing magic, you get him all covered up, and you sort of give him a couple knocks in the shoulder to get the adrenaline going and help blood pump into those extremities. And you sort of bring him back from the brink of possibly debilitating injuries.
And I'll take like, I don't know, like a warm, like I'll take
Prestigitate a napkin.
prestidigitation, yeah, on like a pair of socks or something to just sort of like help warm the areas.
We do have a pair of elven boots if we want to get him some boots on his feet.
So he's sort of looking around the cart, and he's seeing one Nord, two Nord, Khajiit, elf. He says, "So you are Stormcloaks? You fight the good fight with King Ulfric?"
No, traveling orgy. We just fuck anything we see, hence
No.
you
Please,
over here.
God.
No.
This one's enjoyable.
I'm gonna say, listen here, Buckaroo. You're not gonna ask us any questions. You're gonna do exactly as I say. You're going to go to the Falkreath. In exchange for saving you, you're going to do us a favor. You're going to go to the Stormcloak camp in Falkreath. You're going to get there. You're going to find a big man, kind of looks like me, a little bit older, a little bit uglier. His name is Hjalmund. You're going to tell him that I'm alive, and I'm going to slap the shit out of him when I see him. You're going to find a smaller one, kind of also looks like me, younger, handsome. His name is Sigmund. You're going to tell him I'm going to slap the shit out of him as soon as I'm done hugging him. And you tell him his father's alive and really pissed off.
When you say slap him, do you mean like in the face, in the backside, or like good job out there, sport? Like as you see in those team plays?
We will decide on that when I see him, depending on how angry I still am.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Spicy!
So
Why is it that we save him, get him in the cart, and you're telling him what he's gonna do?
Correction, this one did it.
Exactly.
And this one is perfectly fine with this plan, because that way it saves him going off on his own little gallivant. And you have a purpose in life.
Well, he already has a purpose in life.
No, a renewed purpose.
he has gone through like the 5 stages of grief and back again. With Gislad saying like we're a traveling orgy, like no matter how cold outside it is, a bead of sweat starts working its way down his forehead as Osmond is like, you're not going to ask any questions, this is what you're going to do.
Take your pants off, bend over, and just pray to any god you want.
Just like shivering and sweating. And as he describes what will be his recompense for saving his life, he sort of like nods along and says, okay, yeah, I can do that. If you just want to drop me off somewhere. If you could spare a few coins that I can get some warmer clothes, then I can return to the base.
Of course. I really don't want you to go around being all cold and stuff.
What is your name so I can better find your
Osmond.
good Osmond?
Osmond Wintergale.
Wintergale. I will remember that. I will find your brother and your son, and I will give them.
The warning?
I will warn them as best I can. Given my rank, I can only beat one of them.
This one will reach into his bag and pull out his belted tunic that he has changed out of, because now I have that new outfit. And I'm just like, and I'll start making alterations so it fits him.
Mm-hmm.
And just after like 10 minutes of like pulling out a seam and like redoing it up, I'm just here, put this on.
He slips it on. It doesn't have any sleeves or boots on it, but you know it's a bit warmer. Thank you.
No, I'm not done yet. And this one will then take one of the furs and like wrap it on, make it like a little bit of a poncho and like sew it up in the front. You said we had boots, or should this one start working on some mock outfits?
We have elven boots.
That's armor. I don't think.
I don't think armor would be very good with cold, especially cold feet like this. And I'm just gonna continue to monitor and like prestidigitation, like massage to make sure that the blood.
Yeah, this one doesn't
We
need
do
it.
have leather. We do have leather.
Yes, that's why I said this one can make some moccasins, but it might take time. So, I'll just let it breathe, and I'll just take off my boots and just. Ooh, I feel
Oh
good.
God, it's the smell.
As you're all like looking through the supplies you have, and you're like, "How about the elven boots? What about this?" He picks up the elven boots and he says, "I'm sure you understand. Coming from a warm place to a cold place like this, your people must make certain adjustments to stay warm. The elves that come here, they have the same problem. They're used to a much more temperate climate."
Mm-hmm.
And he holds up the elven boots, and he sort of like turns it so you can look inside them, and he says, "See, wool lined.
Mm-hmm.
The elves have to try extra hard to stay warm here."
Well, should we just? Do we care about the boots?
No.
I'm
Well
not.
then,
I
here,
wouldn't be caught
have
dead
some
in it.
fancy boots.
Thank you. I hope none of my friends see me wearing these, but
Would you rather mine? And I have my boots off and be like,
no, I thank you very much. You have been very kind. You have saved my life. I was going to the gallows, surely.
Sell the
figure.
boots for money to buy the nearest town. We'll drop you at the nearest town. Sell the boots if you will.
well, we weren't planning on going anywhere near town, so.
The nearest inn. Sell the boots for food.
Here.
Oh,
whatever
for
you
heaven's
need.
sakes, no.
Also, I'm gonna give you 20 gold.
Oh, that works too.
Oh, that won't buy him much.
Well, no.
I'll throw in another 20.
And I'll throw in 20 as well.
Well,
Honestly, we don't expect you to pay any money. You don't have any.
Will 60 get you what you need?
absolutely. With 60, I can just hop on a carriage and get to the base within the day, easily.
There you go. If we
But
patch.
will you get clothes and stuff as well? Because you need to get warmer.
This will serve me for the time being.
Okay.
And once I get back to camp, they will give me proper clothing and care there.
Okay. We'll take you as far. We're going south right now.
Not for very long, but let's just keep going.
We'll take you as far south along this road as we can.
Well,
I think we're going south. I
Because
don't
we're
know.
about to do some dungeon delving, and unless you want to get. It's either that or the orgy, so.
We're
Enough
not
with the
into
orgy.
Where all my fun.
Yes.
well, thank you very much for your kindness.
Oh,
Bonding moment.
what about a
Difference
weapon?
between
You
people must
probably
share
need a
these
weapon, don't you?
I-
What are you proficient at?
Anything that can kill. Whatever you have that you can spare, I can use to fend off wolves between where you let me off and the closest town where I hop on a carriage back to camp. I'm not too worried about it.
I will give you something,
No one will mistake me for a stormcloak in this clothing.
but you must promise when you see my son to give it to him.
Understood.
And I pull out the
The boots of Ask.
No, not the
Oh, I thought you meant the beating.
no, not the beating.
Well, that too, but
No, the beating is for my brother. That's a brother on brother thing.
Okay, sorry, I got confused.
you're just gonna verbalize that he's gonna beat them
Got it.
when he finds them.
Got it.
And I'm going to pull out the Nordic steel sword.
Okay.
This was my grandmother's. Make sure my son gets it.
On
And
my
if you need
honor.
to defend yourself with it in the time being.
He takes it and says, "On my honor, I will see it returned."
What is your name, good sir?
I am Gunnar.
Gunnar. Nice to meet you. Sorry you ended up in that predicament.
It's war. I will be eternally grateful that you saved me from the gallows. It is not an honorable death. I would much prefer to die in battle.
Do you need a dagger?
This sword will do me just
That'll
fine
do? Okay.
until I get to the camp and I am re-equipped.
I thought you might need a sneaky thing too.
We know it's not known for subversion.
Oh,
Except for table manners.
Except for table manners.
Yes, so I'm just continuing prestidigitation until the limbs look better. So I'm
Well-
not going to overheat him so that he sweats. I'm just trying to get him up to temperature.
well, he'll be under the furs and stuff too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Slowly warm him up so that there's not more damage done through the circulation system.
Very good. Well, you get it all. You get it all taken care of. He's all wrapped up. He is warming up steadily, and you continue on your journey down the road. There's absolutely nothing of note.
Nothing to see here. Run away!
I like that its momentum keeps going.
I love the ragdoll physics.
I also love our characters running barefoot, I think, right now.
So you're not Stormcloaks. but
No.
You're not Imperial,
No.
but your family are Stormcloaks.
That one
His.
is.
None of you have any stake in the future of Skyrim.
No, and that's why I plan on staying out of it, but... this one got dragged in by the...
Well,
For me at least, why I wanted...
You pass by some more Thalmor agents with
With-
another prisoner.
Oh my god, okay. So just get down and hide.
No. Hey, put the binds back on real quick.
Here.
Greetings!
Prestidigitation binding onto him because it just makes frail illusionary kind of things that break easy.
Can it do that?
yeah, because you can make
create tools.
Okay.
But you just can't use them for anything. So
Fair
I'm
enough.
illusioning it around his.
He just sort of crosses his arms and sits back straight up, kind of properly and awkwardly.
And don't look so healthy.
Oh, can you do?
But
Can you do the thing where you look like a different person?
I change myself into a high elf.
Yeah.
And I sit at the front. All of a sudden I'm
Can I want to take my greatsword, since we're still in the back of the car, and just kind of put it on the floor. I don't want to look like I'm armed.
okay.
This one. Greetings!
Can you do that to me? Just do the...
He looks over his shoulder as you approach and just looks back to the road, continues on.
That is rude to ignore a superior, and I will gesture to the high elf sitting all prim and proper in the front seat.
He looks back again, and you're gonna go ahead and roll your bluff there.
Does he get aid from me being as a physical high elf?
I will allow aid.
Okay. Does that mean that I have to roll to bluff?
Yes.
What is bluff?
Deception.
Deception.
Deception. For shame. Deception. That's not bad. 15.
I will do my best to look dejected.
Good.
With 15, you do not aid. What is your roll?
29.
29.
Doesn't need it.
I just want to point out that with this one and the previous one, you met exactly the DC. He looks over his shoulder again, and this time he actually notices Iruian there, and properly turns around and stops his little convoy. And he says, "What on earth are you doing traveling with this lot?"
How dare you address her directly?
You do not speak to me.
Exactly, I shall. On this one's behalf, I am supposed to address those lesser of her. And you will respect that. We have been sent to collect all the, and I will look towards the cart, riffraffs as they are to be executed immediately with prejudice. You are taking far too long walking with such unhaste.
I'm really going to need you to explain to me what she, my superior, is doing with the likes of you.
Quite simply, using, in her words, the riffraff within the location to help expedite the needs. We are here to collect the prisoners and take them to the gallows.
Oh, for the love of Talos, I'd rather just be executed now!
Well, that could be arranged.
Do it on the side of the road! And listen to this drivel.
As you can tell, we're in a bit of a hurry. Please relinquish your prisoner and we'll be on our way. And you may rest your feet, as we can tell you so desperately need to.
Desperate times call for desperate measures, eh?
Mm-hmm.
Well then, take the prisoner and off with you then.
Alright, and I will walk up to him, grab him, put him in the cart, and I'll just look him in the eye and just...
Wink!
Alright, and hi-ho Silver away.
Yep.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
You know, if I had a nickel for every time I've impersonated someone I shouldn't have and gotten a prisoner, I'd have 2 nickels! Which is not that much, but it's quite odd it's happened twice!
Today!
In one, as soon as we get out of their earshot for a little bit, I go, in one day, and I drop it and I become myself again. I go, I like liberating people from their bondage. Hello, good sir, and I'm gonna perform
Did you
medicine.
go the right way?
I just need to check what he was real quick, and then we can continue.
We have an Imperial and a store cloak! Oh yeah, we did go the right way, because going south from here, I believe... Wait, we crossed a river. Shit, I should know this.
It doesn't say,
Thalamo prisoner.
but they're the Thalmor and he is their prisoner.
Ah.
I don't think they would take an Imperial, though. They'd probably take a Nord.
Yeah.
See, I don't see any sort of rivers unless we've already gone past Marthal.
He may not necessarily be a Stormcloak, because he may just be like a worshipper of Talos, they're pretty religiously...
Alright, so here's the jig. We just freed this guy by pulling bullshit out of our asses. Somehow, this one was able to do it twice in one day. I will take off my boots, because I don't need them right now, and I'll hand it to him. Here's a set of boots. I will makeshift one of the cloaks into a makeshift cloak. We're going to drop the both of you off somewhere. He was going to protect you with that sword, and we're on our way.
What in the 9 divines is going on?
This one lies through his teeth for a living.
I can change my shape, which is why I did that to help with the whole thing. I'm not actually
Are you a Stormcloak?
Thalmor.
No, I was just
Yeah, now.
minding my own business, praying to Talos, and these soldiers saw me and they tied me up.
I'm sorry.
What was our other prisoner guy name again? Gunmar?
Gunnar.
Gunnar. Listen to me. You're going to go with Gunnar. You're going to, in exchange for our kindness and generosity and all this nonsense, you're going to go, you're going to enlist yourself with the Stormcloaks.
You do not have to enlist yourself with the Stormcloaks.
I mean, it's only fair.
No. You can
For
do
you?
You can do whatever you want. You are free. Here is 20 gold, and I'm going to look over you to make sure that you are medically sound and make sure that they didn't do too much damage, if that is okay with you.
This one also will hand over 20 gold. Use it wisely.
As well.
I look at Gunnar and just that's right.
Can you please cut my
Oh,
vines?
yes! I undo them.
Thank you.
Well, I'm
Ah.
performing medicine checks.
You are most kind. I suppose I've got to pray in secrecy these days.
So that was a 25 for medicine on that one.
So that's a critical success. You just got all the tricks, you got them all bundled up, everything's fine. He didn't seem as far gone. Thank you. Where is it you're going? Where can you let me off that I can return to my family?
Sadly, the road, as we were about to do some dungeon delving. But, I'll look at the other guy. Will you walk him to town with you?
Certainly. It's the least I can do after you saved my life and then his life back to back.
You any good with a weapon?
Safety.
I'll look at the other guy.
I'm not much of the adventuring sort. I was just walking along to visit family in the next town over.
Maybe perhaps you can give this one a dagger at least, so someone
Yes.
wants them.
Would you like a dagger?
Sure.
Dagger or a sword? We've got some.
How about an axe, just in case I'm on the road, I need to make a fire, you know?
Oh, okay.
That's
We have a
versatile
So,
weapon if we
an
have it.
ancient war war axe?
Is it going to fall apart?
No, it's just it's very well put together. It's just
Vintage.
from a deeply old hole in the ground.
Maybe don't keep it around the house, it might be cursed. You'll probably be fine holding on to it for now, but maybe just leave it somewhere. Sell it to an Imperial, they don't care.
Okay. Great. Sure. Yeah.
It's probably not cursed. Probably.
Okay.
Like 90%.
Well, we've been
Don't
holding on
you
to it
have
for
the ability
quite
to see
some
magic?
time, and it has
Oh, yeah, I
done
do.
nothing to us.
yes.
So
It's fine.
it's
I just like flick you in the head, like you know when something like a electronic doesn't work, you just kind of slap it a little bit, and your eyes are.
Alright.
Blessings of Talos upon you regardless.
Blessings of Talos.
I do not want to imagine what they would have done to me.
I'm sorry that your religion is being persecuted. I don't like it.
Well, I might just have to join the Stormcloaks after seeing what they're doing here.
I know a guy. And I just point like...
This guy.
I know a guy.
If you decide to, this guy can mount
Let's
it.
see.
I mean,
We're looking for a part
How
that
many
goes
more
up. Ooh.
people can we take
I think
into
that's
our cart?
Yeah, what is
that's
that?
the swamp already. Yeah.
what is that?
You can
That's-
see Solitude straight to the north.
Yeah, and that means we missed the road part. Apparently, that goes north.
Sorry, I
That's
forgot
okay.
my manners when
See,
I was
we're,
trying
like,
to, impress you into...
Here, so we need to head north before we hit water. So this is actually where we part our ways, friends.
Or do we want to just? I mean, it's gonna be a quick little jaunt into town. We can just drop them off.
All right, fine.
If we go to Solitude, I have other business... Well,
No, that's
We're not-
that's way over.
We're not going to Solitude.
We're going to the hole in the wall where your in-laws are. Don't worry, we'll stay out of
Markov?
Morthal.
Morthal.
Like
That's what we said.
cousins
We said
and
that's
things in Morthal, but...
Morthal. We'll drop you there.
Yeah, that seems good. Yeah.
Hi-ho silver.
You'll probably want to
Gold.
get out of town and in the other direction fairly quickly because they're
Hi-ho gold.
walking behind us. So
Yes.
like,
But I'm being iconic by calling it silver.
Continuing on the path
Yep,
you're on?
might as well.
might
Very
as
good.
well. Each face. Each face.
Oh, things are starting to warm up.
Yes,
It's
good.
much nicer down here.
I think it has to do with the swamp there. Gases and
Oh,
all.
probably.
Oh, yes.
But also, I would imagine walking with no boots would be quite chilly.
Naturally.
Hey, that's just rude.
Well, they are the Balmor.
Prisoners of war.
Is it?
It was just some...
Hello, fellow trap. Oh, bye.
It's just a rando guy.
How? Actually, out of curiosity, how much can our cart hold?
Gort.
Okay.
Good.
This is confusing.
Gunnar,
Yes.
do you know the area? Which way?
Somewhat.
Do you know which way we go?
Of course.
Somehow.
We got past.
No, that can't. Yeah.
Where is it that you're looking to be?
Morthal. How do we go right through the town?
Well, Morthal is to the east of here. We're past the southern reach of.
We turn around then, because we somehow missed everything.
We don't want to
We can't go too far.
go too far back there. Is there an inn nearby, Gorthal? Gornath? Gunnar?
Gunnar.
I am so
And I point
sorry.
up ahead.
I don't know about an inn. I see a building over there. They might.
We'll drop you off there.
Maybe we can see
That's
if they'll
Dragon.
help you.
That's probably this place. Dragon's Brigger.
Dragon's Bridge.
Yes.
So we'll
Stay away.
we'll drop you there because we
How
need
did we skip the town?
We didn't drive through a town. We drove around a town, maybe?
apparently.
I
This one does not
saw one
understand.
building. Would that have been a whole town?
Morthal's not exactly big. I have cousins-in-laws there.
There's a tree across the path here.
Alright, everyone
Well,
hop out. 1, 2, 3, lift.
Well, between the 7 of you,
How big is our cart?
not very big, you're able to give it enough lift that the horse can pull it over with a solid thunk, 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 thunk.
Oh, I thought we were like lifting and shifting the logs so we
Right.
could get through.
And then we went way past it. This one does
No,
not
so
understand how.
what we did was we lifted the cart over the log.
I thought we were lifting the log.
Nope, cart.
Okay, sure, whatever.
All right. And this one has an idea. So we pull up,
Skirt.
we kick them out. Best of luck.
Thanks
Nope.
again for saving my life. And mine too. We won't forget this.
All right, I'm sorry, but your present's gonna have to go away then for the rest of the day.
What?
I will look at the horse and just blink and gone.
What? What's going on? Why?
This one's going to change the horse, and then we can go back, and this one's gonna hide in the cart and have one person drive while we all hide underneath the furs if we come across them again.
Fair enough. I can't change my face again.
Go back to
but
your normal
can-
self.
You're normal
I am.
now, so you could drive because
Yes.
you're the only one they haven't seen.
Yep.
Yep.
All right.
So just I'll like make sure like when we are down the road a little ways, I'll just sort of like make sure that it looks like I just have a pile of furs in the back of my cart or something, with like odd knickknacks.
GM, I have a question.
Yes.
Now, the spell itself is called Phantom Steed. For flavor reasons, can I make it a different kind of steed than just a horse?
What do you have in mind?
You know those really long-furred, fluffy-looking cows that have the
Highland
hair,
cows?
that have
Highland cow.
the hair that goes over its eyes?
It will come with a speed reduction.
That's fine. I just want to make the most fluffiest of fluffy
Okay.
little cows.
The standard red hair? Or
Yep.
Yep.
Very normal.
All right.
This one's going to have a nap, and I'll put the blankets up over me and just disappear in the back
They
of the
do
cart.
have white ones too. They're rare, but there are white ones.
Osmond is going to lay like looks like the sarcophagus of a knight, where it's just like on his back with a sword, like.
All right.
And I do my best to just sort of like make it look normal in the back.
You just see like poking between the furs is just a nose, like.
All right, back we go.
Yep.
Lydia is just lying in the back with you, like, this brings me back to my childhood.
You had a weird childhood then.
Hide and seek.
That's fair. All right, so
Purposely hide from friends?
it's a game. You have to like hide within like generally like
All right, we go back across the
the
bridge.
village or what have you.
I'll hide from your
Or-
mother.
Let's go
Yes.
up the top. Sorry.
No.
Let me pick his nose. Well, that one's got
Yeah,
a thing and that
sure,
one
that
doesn't.
way.
Let's go that way.
I'll hide from your mother with a wooden spoon.
So we can continue to talk, and I will keep my eye out for any of the people that we stole people from. And
That's the. Oh, hello.
There's a dead horse, a dead person, and an abandoned cart full of fabric.
Wait, is this cart any better than my cart?
yes,
Yes, it is.
All right, let's.
We drop the old cart and we upgrades, people, upgrades.
You take all of the rugs and such.
we will take all of the rugs to help because we can use it to like make a cover at some point. We'll use this and our things. It'll also make me more convincing as a rug seller.
With that said, it's gonna be packed dang full in there with all of your stuff and all of those rugs.
Well, we can take out some of the rugs. We won't keep all of the rugs.
We'll keep as much as we can carry comfortably, and off we go.
I'm gonna say that's 2 rugs.
Done.
That's okay.
Can I, like, there's a dead body here. Hello?
I'll loot the body.
For the love of Dalos!
Azalea just immediately starts patting around,
And I, like,
seeing what's
slap her
going on.
hand.
How we passed it. That river we
Well,
passed.
Okay,
with
first I'm
Elmer,
gonna check
That's when
to
I'm like,
see
wait,
if
there's
she's
no river on
alive.
here. I guess there's something
She's
unmarked.
very
That's
cold
what
to
we
the
were.
touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is weird.
Before Osmond slaps your hands away, you find a journal. Otherwise, it's a steel dagger and standard clothes.
And for the love of Dalos! She's not even cold yet.
She is very cold.
Oh,
I say we just get going quickly.
please, I'll roll her in a rug or something.
Oh, that
Oh.
sounds quite ceremonial. Yes, I'll help.
Me having those clothes so that it's different than the clothes that they saw the other person wearing might be a good plan.
Prestidigitate a different color.
Oh, fine.
Just change the color.
Let's just no. We'll just take the clothes
have it.
because we never know when we could use
Fair. But we need to
chain.
get going before they
We'll-
walk up on us any
We'll
moment
wrap
now.
her in 2 rugs.
So you're just leaving 2 rolled up rugs on the side of the road?
With her wrapped in it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna leave it in the back of my old cart.
Okay. A bit of a sky burial there. So, yeah, you take her clothes, you leave her modesty, or at least what's left of it, wrap her up in 2 rugs, ditch it in the other cart, and like a hermit crab, shift everything
Upgrades.
over to this one.
Upgrades.
There's a
people,
dead man
upgrades.
too. Oh,
I prestidigitation the
indeed.
blood stains off.
There's a dead man over here.
Oh no.
Yeah. Let's search him.
oh my.
Just clothes.
Oh.
Okay.
Tally ho.
Um,
Tally ho.
that way or that way?
Wait, not the Thalmo. Go, go, go!
Pass the Thalmor, because that was the way we gave them.
You don't see a 3rd prisoner being transported within a 2-hour span.
Are you sure? This one could go for 3s.
Yes.
Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. We're gonna go down this
There's
a standing stone.
standing stones up there.
Oh. This one's actually gonna run up real quick.
Not quite.
Oh, just stones.
In a weird circle with butterflies.
Well, I think this one's starting to get late in the day, so we might want to try to make our way.
Yes.
At this point, it's only 10 in the morning.
Oh, wonderful.
All right.
You actually made fairly decent time.
Right turn.
Okay,
Yes,
so
and
this is what's
grave
gonna
robbed
happen.
and looted dead bodies and
Oh,
desecrated the
for
dead.
crying in the night. We wrapped her up in 2 rugs and put her in a cart.
So, this is what's gonna happen now, because we all need to be paying attention to the road. We are going to cross a bridge over a body of water. Once we do that, Morthal should be on the left. If we cannot see it, we keep going until we don't see water
You
anymore.
know what? We went past, like it's right there.
That's not Morthal.
I
It's a
think
fort.
That's a fort.
But it should be in where that is then, because
No,
that's
we
just on
haven't-
the other side of the water, is
we
it
haven't
not?
passed. We haven't passed the water yet. That water yet.
I think there's a junction here that we can take down. Maybe.
No, nothing on the map, and that's why I'm very confused, because I was waiting for this turn. But we just kept going.
It's probably like this leads to nowhere.
Exactly.
This is probably really hard to see.
What if we have to go through the fort?
No, because we're going to pass the water, which is here, and then
Water.
Morthal is between this bridge and the water of the swamps. So stop for a moment, look to our left. There's Morthal.
Between
Oh, we go
behind the
trees.
trees.
Between the trees, you can see it right there. And this one is very mad at he missed it the first time.
Well, because we missed it, we were able to save another person from the chopping block, which is nice.
Torture and then the chopping block.
Wow.
Also, for the fact we don't actually have to go to Morthal, we just said that because we wanted to drop these people off, but they're gone now. So this one we recommend we take the cart as far as we can, maybe to Morthal, leave it in town with Lydia, and then go do some dungeon delving. If you're okay with that, Lydia.
I live to serve. Whatever you think is best. If you need your supplies protected, I can take care of that.
Here's a bunch of money. I want you to get loaded up with enough liquor that we all go blind after we get back from this dungeon. I want hot meals. I want baths. I want liquor. Velvet sheets if they have them.
Wow! Please?
You
Please,
demand.
I was getting there. There was gonna be a
No!
please
Do
at the-
this, do this, do this, do that!
There.
Please.
All
There
right.
it is. There's Morthal.
I'm happy to watch the cart, but I'm not much of a steward. I'm not good at that sort of thing. Shopping and arrangements and things like that.
Lydia, tell you what. This is all we're going to ask you to do. Take the cart to the inn and book a room. Simple as that.
Several rooms.
Well,
Please.
a room for now because we may not be
right.
here tonight.
Fair enough.
Book yourself a room. Get yourself a nice meal. That's all I ask. And this one will give her, because it's 10, usually going rate is 10 gold for a room.
Mhm.
I will drop her 30 gold to make sure she has enough to get a room and a meal for herself. And I'll tell her to help resupply herself of anything she might need.
Absolutely. That sounds good to me. If I don't hear from you in
3 days.
3 days, that's how long you want me to wait?
I will give you another 30.
Okay. If I don't hear from you in 3 days, I'm coming to pull your bodies out of the tomb.
I will show her the map and where we're going.
Yes. Yes, I've got it marked on mine.
Okay,
Just
so
be careful out there. The Draugr don't mess around with people poking about.
We've come across them before.
All right, so we cut through Marthol now, on foot.
Should we take that?
Be good, Lydia.
I'm always good.
Protect the cart here.
Yeah, and here's also my thought when it comes to Lydia. Love her to death, but she's wearing heavy armor, and this is a place full of water. She will sink.
Oh. How do you know it's full of water?
Look at the
Marthol in
map. It's the
general.
only place that has water on it.
It's very swampy, but I don't think the tomb will be.
Okay,
Full of
so
water.
once we
Okay.
get through Morthal,
There's not really a road here.
there is no roads over here.
We're just walking.
We're heading straight north until we see more bodies of water, and then we're going to skirt along it to the right. See, there's the bodies of water. Skirt to the right, and just follow the water line.
Look at you could be hunting all these wild game.
And mushrooms.
Because yes,
and
we're going to head
eggs and-
east. It's going to go down south ever so slightly, and then once we start heading north again, keep your eyes open for this burrow.
Well, it could be
Running around on our own 2 feet again.
it's
This
stressful.
It feels good.
Oh, stop for a moment. You see those pillars there? That's probably where we need to go. Right there.
Are we?
Maybe.
Can we get around or?
Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna go around. Yes, not through.
Keep
Because
to
once
the
we
side.
start
Might as
going,
well keep dry.
and once we start going through, see, you go south, and then we'll go east, and then it will start going north.
The air is relatively cool here, but using your own 2 feet to propel yourself, it's just that perfect, like,
Perfect. Yep. Here's the part right there. There is a small pathway through, and it should be just here somewhere, directly in front of us.
oh, that.
Not turtle.
I kicked the mud crab.
Oh, it's a crap.
You just, like, step on it and your foot goes right
Right-
through
right
it.
Oh,
So-
so
there.
now you have a
Oh, look at
boot
that.
of dragon and crab killing.
True.
Oh.
This looks fun.
This looks like an Ustengrav to me. What is that over there? Oh no.
You,
We seem to have got the attention of.
there is nothing of note here.
Okay.
You've found the burial mound of Ustengrav. There are some. There's not a camp here.
Okay.
Just some death bell flowers and these standing stones.
Well, this one is proud that you finally found the place, but is mad that it took him this long.
Now we haven't been picking flowers and stuff for you. Should we have been doing that since we were walking?
It's okay. I have a lot of stuff and I need to get better at making potions, but having dried things that help with magic or with healing can help me do my healing, like battle healing kind of things. So,
Okay. All right. So I say.
but I would like to take a couple of the death bells when we leave, but we can get that on our way out.
Okay.
All right.
So who's gonna lead the way down? I'll go. I'll sneak down.
Right. The steps feel a bit precarious. You know, you're not sure how old they are, if they're going to collapse beneath your feet.
I'm
Yeah, I
going to
don't.
go quickly.
But you make your way down and you find a dead and bloodied adventurer. Or bandit.
I'm going to search that body.
Yeah, nothing really of note. I'll add it in the full looting at the end. Same there. A few lockpicks, but you guys have got enough of those.
Yeah, I do.
And some skooma on top of the barrel.
And I just kind of like pushed them like aside and like tried to hide them.
This one is offended, you would think that.
What
What's
is it?
wrong with
Oh.
skooma?
Drugs from... most known from my people.
What does it do?
Oh.
Nothing good.
But could we use it against other people?
Oh no, it's like, how does one put this? You know when you have someone very drunk and they feel like they could take on the world because they literally can't feel anything?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good time.
So it's nothing that we could use.
We could use it to discredit somebody later on down the road if we want, but we'd have to make sure that we don't
Get caught cold.
with it.
So I think this one thinks it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So, are we ready to
Okay.
dungeon delve?
Sure. I just didn't know what it was, so.
All right. Well, this one then we'll take out the Staff of Sparks and hold it with my one good arm. Mage hand out my other hand, so it's ready to go.
I'm gonna go and check the door for, like, trapeze and stuff. Like,
Okay.
will it just open? Does it look like there's anything going on?
If you just press on the door, you find that it's just set on a hinge and it opens freely.
Okay.
And that is where we're going to take our break. So,
Natural point.
good spot, I thought, right? So, we're going to take 15 minutes there. We'll be back at 7:20 as we do some dungeon delving. We get into some combat. I'm sure that this is completely empty.
Probably
So,
100%.
we will see you all shortly. If you crave violence, join us after the break and we'll have some fun.
Yeah.
Father, I crave violence.
Mother.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Daedra and Deathclaws. We are just entering the depths of Ustengrav.
Oh my.
We will see what lies ahead.
Oh, look, another body to pillage.
Yes,
Would you stop fondling the dead?
They're newly dead. It's fine. They won't come back and kill us. I cast false life on myself so that I have another.
That's not
13.
better.
Do you want me to fondle the living?
No! 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 No!
Nothing super useful on this guy. We'll add it to the full loot.
I will
Yep.
respect your choices. Note that I am disappointed.
Can we see? Like, hey, you do forensic stuff, yeah?
I don't know what this forensic nonsense you speak of is, but what do you want me to do?
Can you tell us how these guys have died?
Oh, yeah, that I can do.
Yeah.
That's forensic.
They're suffering from a case of unlife.
Forensic. Sounds like a silly elven word.
I come from a town that's the joint of 3 separate nations. Whoa! We have some odd mixture words.
Unique dialects.
Probably.
Anyways, and I just kind of, I'll flip him over and examine the body.
I don't think we'll be able to tell what the other one died from. The one that's on the left side.
I'm going to use
No, I'm not.
What's that?
I'm going to use forensic acumen to analyze this dead body.
Forensic. What's that?
This is John saying forensic acumen.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
22.
22. So it seems to you, by the tear of his clothing and the tear of his wounds, that he was struck by some sort of bladed weapon. And he sort of made his way up here and then bled to death.
Oh, so he was trying to get out to get help, maybe.
Perhaps.
Get away.
You actually see another body just here.
Oh dear.
Similar. May I use just the same roll?
Yeah.
Similar.
Did he?
Same thing. It doesn't show here, but there's a faint blood trail leading back
There's a
into the
person.
dungeon.
There's somebody there.
And again, nothing super important there.
Okay.
Let's sneak. Sneaky
Yeah.
sneak.
Why am I all of a sudden whispering? Yeah, I'm gonna sneak down there.
Okay,
So-
so sneak
Sneaky
everybody.
snag.
This one will join. Oh my god.
Are we sneaking?
No,
I
we're
am.
burping.
27 to sneak.
I will follow the expert. I
I
just accidentally ingested some of that cream. Oops.
That's okay, it won't hurt you. 24!
Very good.
17. It's not bad for me. I rolled a 9.
Did you follow the Espa?
I don't have to. I'm already trained.
Same here. This one's right in his feet.
Yeah, so plus 7. Yeah.
Proficiency of a trained. You would be trained, not expert.
Yeah.
So you would be 6, not 7.
No, because I have plus 1 to dex.
Ah!
So everyone is effectively taking the scout action.
Mm-hmm.
Scout ahead and watch for danger and have speed. That's what lets you use your stealth on initiative rolls.
Okay.
24.
24. Everybody else?
24.
24.
25.
25.
17.
Sorry, 27, sorry.
Holy cannoli.
I
Alright.
rolled a neat.
What's the cannoli?
It's the most delicious thing
Pastry!
ever.
So
No, seriously, John. You should. I know, but
everyone tiptoeing ahead.
Just slides will break the fourth
What's
wall
up
from
on the
being
left?
snowy.
Dead Drugger, a couple potions.
Bloop, bloop.
Is that a... Back there? Is there something? Oh, I thought it was... There's
But as you're creeping forward,
Blow out all the candles.
and just like trying to stick to the wall and creep closer, Iruian knocks one of these candles
At
over,
17?
Closet quieter.
and it sort of
17 times
clatters
all the
to the
time.
ground and draws some attention here.
Everybody against the wall.
Shall I just like...
We don't even know who it is. Let's just kill everybody without any forethought.
Do you want to go
We
forward?
always do that.
Yeah.
To be fair, we didn't kill the Thalmor who I wanted to.
Or the Thalmor, or the Imperials.
Hey, this one's
I'm neutral about killing the Imperials. The Thalmor, though, they had it coming.
Why the Thalmor?
We don't have time for that. But later,
Okay, okay.
later at dinner.
So
Okay.
as you're all arguing behind this pillar,
Son of a bitch.
the folks on the other side are making their preparations, and after about 12 seconds pass, you see one of the flame elemental beings come into existence there, and it starts charging towards you. We
Son of
will
a bitch!
start combat.
We don't get to use stealth, right?
You can.
Sorry, I just gotta grab this.
Hey!
They've actually disappeared, so we're just gonna leave that be. That's weird.
They left.
I was so
So
excited.
miraculously, the flame elemental, the flame atronach spawns here, and it just sort of looks around and then just kind of makes its way this way
Must have been the wind.
to follow its master.
All right. Well,
Okay.
then we open up the chests. See if there's
Yeah,
anything useful.
let's look around and grab what we can. Ooh.
Dwarven armor of imminent illusion. That is a heavy armor.
I have no need.
I can't.
This one.
Well, I mean, we can take it and sell it
Yeah,
at the
we'll
end.
take it to sell.
Oh, yeah, we're looting everything that's not laid around.
We'll loot it later.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here.
We're gonna be later looters?
Later, looters. Later, losers.
Continuing on, you
Oh
see
dear.
someone dead in black robes. Nothing
Looks like a witch.
eminently useful.
Oh my.
Oh, there's a...
They're fighting something. No.
They're fighting something further.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You know what? We'll hang back. Let's see how this ball plays out.
I just lean over to Osmond. 5 gold on the Draugr?
You know what? I fought enough. I suspect so. I'm just gonna stay here. Just watch.
So here you see the sorcerer using their fire magic, and they've got their fire elemental in there with them. They're cleaved in twain by the Draugr that then retreat to the recesses of their dungeon.
Well,
Enjoy.
I would have won 5 gold if anyone took me up on it.
I don't bet.
Why not?
We never had much where we were, so it was kind of like keep what you have and don't waste it.
I want to just peek around
Oh, I
that
know.
corner. Peek around.
Peek around.
Peek around. Not the Pikachu. Peek around.
After Runian says that, I will take out 10 gold. I will hand it to her. The next time this one says he wants to bet, put down 10 gold.
Adds it to character sheet. Peeking around the corner, you see 2 active Draugr, sort of a little pumped up from the fight, just sort of patrolling that room there.
Okay, so I'm gonna let everybody know that there's 2 directly ahead. Actually, I'll amend that. There's 3.
Indeed.
Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
That is will ever be.
I can cast Acid Arrow from here and probably do some pretty good damage.
This one also has the staff sparks.
And the third one's gone again. Damn it.
Oh,
I have the ability to arrow as well.
I don't remember what it does, but you have a scroll to Bane of the Undead.
I can't use it.
I can, because I am a prepared caster.
Yeah, you can look it up in the Skyrim conversion document. So you have not alerted them.
Nope, I want to shoot it with an arrow.
Okay, well, we're preparing our surprise round.
Yeah.
We've got acid arrow at the ready. We've got a dwarven arrow at the ready.
Daphis the arcs.
Osmond is preparing perhaps the scroll.
Yes, I'm just.
We'll go clockwise around while we wait for you, Lazalia. Are you targeting left or right?
I will target left.
Very good. Make your attack roll.
I will certainly do that. Where's my dwarf arrow?
Oh, what'd you roll?
That was fast.
So that's a 14 to hit.
14 to hit. Unfortunately, that is going to glance off of the armor.
Even if it's flat-footed?
Yes.
Darn! I tried.
Good save. Unfortunately not.
I tried for you.
And it'll just scatter loudly across the ground. The dwarven arrow has sort of a rigid core to it, and so it's got sort of like bang a fork on the side of a table kind of thing going on. Iruian, I apologize, with your stealth roll, they spot you before you can before you get your attack off, so you will be in the first round doing your thing.
Okay.
Gislad, your action.
Which is going to give both of them need to give me a reflex save.
Very good. Vastly different, I'll tell you that. We have a 24 and an 8.
The 24 will make it, the 8 will not.
Okay.
But if they're flat-footed, don't they take a negative to reflexes?
22, yes. Good call.
Alright, my DC is 22, so they still make it.
Ah, almost.
5 plus...
Exactly enough.
So that makes one of them a critical fail, if that means anything.
Yeah, because it's just it's a basic.
I mean, like,
Save
they
them.
got 6 out of your 22, so it's critical.
Okay, so then they take the double damage, so that is going to be 22 points to the guy who took the. And then
Do you
half.
get any bonus for metal armor
Nope.
with this spell?
Nope,
No?
nope.
Okay. And 11 for the other guy?
I wanna-
Which will be cut in half to 5. Round down.
Okay. So you hit the first guy and it just like barely makes contact with him. It's like science class when everybody lines up and one person's touching the thing and one touches the ground. It's the last guy that gets the real impact, and so it arcs across to the other one and just like bolts through him to the ground. You can see the smoke coming out of his mouth. Osmond.
I would like to. So I figure I found out what spell it is. I would like to target the one he didn't hit, or the meanest looking one.
I mean, he hit both of them. The meanest looking one would be the one that is less fried.
Yes, the lesser fried one.
Okay, that's the one on the left.
Okay. Osmond's gonna like pull the scroll out and like raise it in front of him, and it's gonna hover midair, and then he's gonna take his like produce flame and blast it through the paper, igniting the paper. And when the paper ignites, the fire is gonna go from being fire to being like blinding white light, as it's going to be searing light.
Okay. I am going to grant you an additional hero point for that killer description.
That's
Hell
hot
yeah.
as fuck.
Range.
I'm like Twilight right now.
Dude.
Just gonna aggravate them. Maybe get some combat music. No? Come on, Gabe. Okay. Never mind.
Fuck your shit.
22 to hit.
22 will hit.
Nice.
And it is an undead.
Yes, it is. Not for long, it isn't.
Do you believe in life after love?
Ooh, good roll.
He's going to take 10, 16, 22, 27, 31, 33, 35, 37 points of light of holy
Radiant.
damage.
Hot dog. So you just like, as you raise your scroll, you blast the flame through it, it turns into a blinding light. He is seared from head to toe with it, and once the light fades and your vision sort of returns to you, because it's that like blinding light,
like a nuclear bomb going off.
there's little more to him than just skeleton and sinew with just the two glowing blue eyes. There's a stain of him on the wall.
Like the Fallout shadows.
But thanks to his armor, just like the base connecting tissue at the most important joints are still there. And he's like... At that point, the surprise round will be over. Everybody was doing the scout, so their stealth roll is their initiative. The stealth roll you already had.
Which is a good thing.
Oh, that stealth roll is our initiative?
Yes. When you're using the scout exploration action.
I thought we rolled a new thing.
Well,
You need
maybe,
to give
but
yourself another hero.
I'm giving you guys that
Oh
one.
yeah.
I appreciate it, because I just rolled a natural 1. Mom, I should not have let you touch these.
They're cursed now.
I need to have them blessed.
Touch.
What were...
I want to know.
I remember hers. What were your 3 stealth rolls?
24.
24, 24, and 27.
Would you roll 13?
Okay. So all 3 of you beat the Draugr. Just for fairness'
How you
sake, we're going to give Iruian her turn now, so that you're not like not in this one and not in this one.
Shall I? Are we gonna battle map it, or are we just gonna?
We'll just roll with this. I think this is fine. So they are charging towards you. It is your turn, Iruian.
Wonderful. I am going to cast the acid arrow at the most healthiest of the 2 of them, which is probably going to be the one that got the full damage of the
Electricity.
electric arc.
Oh, it's still standing after you hit it?
No, he.
Oh, wait, no, it's gone.
He hit the other one, and it is
Right.
still standing.
I heard full damage, and I'm like, what?
I am rolling like you tonight. I hate this.
That is your nothing.
She didn't say I hate you. She said I hate this. So it's still.
I hate being you.
That's a 15. I rolled a 2
With acid arrow.
with acid arrow.
So you fire at the one that got shocked, but its movements are a lot jerkier than they were before, and it just awkwardly twitches out of the way of your strike. You have one more action.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast shield
Okay, fair
on
enough.
myself.
We will come around to 27, which was just fine.
Alright, first things first. This one's going to look at my allies and be like, well, kill it. And that's my Inspire Courage.
That was the least inspiring inspire I've ever heard. Well,
Exactly.
actually, no, it's a lie. I've heard way worse.
Do
Okay,
the
I'll just
thing,
look-
I guess.
This one, I'll just look at you and just go, really?
Don't be disappointed in me.
Really? So now the social anxiety will get going. So I Inspire Courage, and then with my mage-like hand, will just shift its form and then become a shield, as I will cast shield. And then I will use my last action to run up and get behind them.
Okay. Okay. So, having you join their midst, the 3 of them are going to, or sorry, 2 of them are going to pincer in on you. You get behind them, they just sort of move back further and get on either side of you. Yeah, and then they're going to attack you because you are an evil interloper in their sacred burial place. 30 to hit.
Hits.
22 to hit.
Misses.
25 to hit.
Hits.
Not a hit.
Okay.
Alright, so they, that 22 should have been a 24. 4. No, because the other one wasn't flanking yet. Fair enough. So, you're going to take 9 points of slashing damage. And I need a fortitude save from you.
Okay. Nope. Nope. 9.
Alright. You are drained 1, and then I need a fortitude save from the other attack.
Oh, you didn't tell me the damage on the other attack yet.
10.
I will actually use my reaction to shield block and take no damage because of the hardness of the shield.
Okay. Then I will say that saves you from the drain life effect. But the one that hit you was the one with the sword on the left that was nearly dead. You can see sort of some mass coming back to his weakened frame as he was able to strike you with the sword.
Alright, so
You
I'm
said-
drained 1 then?
Yes.
Okay.
Next, the two of you tied. So
Yeah.
whoever wants to go first here.
I'll go first. And this guy that I'm just going to finish the job. And I'm going to take my new fancy steel greatsword. I'm going to swing it, aiming at his clavicle, and I'm going to try to cut him from, like, his shoulder through the side of him.
Bow to stern.
Oh, yeah.
Or bow to port, in this case.
And that's...
Aim for the poop deck.
I'm going to use my hero point.
One of them, you've got 2 now.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to use one of my hero points. Because that's going to be 30 to hit.
30 will hit.
So I'm going for a crit. $13.
Alright, with 13, you get right through the clavicle, through the rib cage, and just sever him diagonally as he clatters to the ground. A hollow husk of a hollow husk of a man.
Pow! The bits of him.
Lazalia.
I am going to take out my... No, I've got my Dwarven. I'm going to shoot at the standing one.
Yes.
Not the
naturally.
split one.
Naturally.
That would be a 21. No, 2. What? 7? What?
You also have inspiration
Oh,
on.
14. Duh.
Is math. 27.
So that's a 27 to hit.
Plus the one from my Inspire.
No, it automatically calculates
Perfect.
it.
27.
27 will hit.
Awesome. So then I get to do this.
Does she also get her sneak attack because I'm next to it, or?
It's not flanked.
I'm pretty sure that the rogues can get their sneak attack as long as they're allied next. I'll double check. You do your thing. We'll add the dice if we have to.
So you've got 27 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
You hit.
Okay, so that's 9 damage.
Very good.
And I will do it again.
It needs to be flat-footed, which it would get from being flanked, but it's not flanked. So 9 points of damage.
Yeah. I can move, though.
You can't.
You can.
Shooting into melee isn't good though.
And technically in Pathfinder, you're not threatening if you have a shooty weapon.
Yeah, you wouldn't be
Oh.
able to move in and flank,
Okay.
unfortunately. But with that, you sink an arrow into like under its armpit as it's swinging its hammer. Second attack, is that what I just heard roll?
Yeah, 16.
16 will not hit.
Oh, let's do it again.
All right.
Oh, that's a 20. So 24.
24 will hit.
That's a natural 20, so
A
it
nat 20.
crits. It
Not-
moves. A natural 20 moves the success rate up 1.
Yes, yes it does. That will be a critical hit.
So that's 25. Right?
No,
Oh no, it doesn't move
No.
the point
it goes
up.
from a
You went
success
from
to
a
a critical success.
Oh.
Yeah.
One stage.
So that...
Double the damage.
You
roll
you
normal,
roll normal.
Double the total.
Double total. Plus you double also all the numbers that you add to it.
Okay, so that's 20 points of damage.
Yeah.
Woo!
So you hit it with that one in the armpit, and it was still like mid-swing coming back down onto Jaslad, and then you hit a second one through that arrow, through the weak spot and just like clean out the other side of it, taking out its heart and the top of its lungs in the process, and it just sort of slumps forward into the ground.
Nice.
The third one, well, actually, it's not.
The third one went back.
Yes,
That third one
But
was the
he's
second
come.
one here.
it is not yet the third one's turn. It is.
Well, then how were there two flanking us? Because one of them got obliterated already, and then you had two come up to me.
No, one did not
wasn't
get
quite
obliterated. It was still alive.
I asked, but then you said, well, never mind. I'm done. Very dead.
Nearly obliterated.
Okay.
It is Aruian's turn. There is the third one back there in the archway.
Wonderful. How far away, roughly?
Roughly 40 feet.
So if I... Yeah. So I am going to unorthodoxly cast Burning Hands with my reach spell
Okay.
so that it can become a 45. It's like I'm starting the cone 30 feet away from me so that the cone, which is 15 foot.
You don't make us crispy.
No.
I can
it's
cast
starting from 30 feet away.
Oh.
So she like throws a little bead and just goes, pow!
It's a bit weird. It almost looks like it's coming from one of the two of you. Up there.
Ventriloquist burning hands.
Normally it originates from me and just sort of like is a breath weapon kind of a deal, like
That's right.
a cone thing.
All right, go for it.
But it's like weirdly starting not attached to me. You've seen me use this a lot. Okay, so I need a reflex save, please.
Not a lot. 11.
That is a critical fail.
Yep.
So I am going to roll the 2d6 plus the 1d6 from my fancy.
Circlet of Destruction.
12. Press the one for me. 15.
Okay, so that's going to be 1326 fire damage.
Boom. So it is absolutely roasted by this. It's smoldering. Every inch of it is like steaming and crackling and burning, and it's got embers embedded in its flesh. But still, it stumbles haggardly into the room. Do you have a third action?
My reach, making something 30 feet ahead of me, is my third action.
So it will then stagger further into the room, raise the weapon in its hand, and try to bring it down on Deslad's head.
Ha!
That is a miss.
You should wear a
That
helmet.
stands a chance.
You really should wear a helmet.
19. So it just like all of its fine motor skills are impeded by being on fire. Its eyes are boiling in its head. Its tendons are rapidly tensing with the heat, and it just swings twice awkwardly at you and misses both of them. That brings us back around to Gislad.
That's gross.
Alright, Gislad is going to inspire his allies again.
Woo!
Don't even need a verbal component. Just thumbs up,
Thumb up.
Thumb up.
thumb up.
Unless your mage hand is.
Actually, I have the staff, so I take the staff, put it at the crook of my shoulders to go
Right on.
Like that, like
cell phone holding and like,
Yep.
and then I'm just gonna look at the staff and go whack. I'm just gonna try to hit it over the head.
Okay.
with a physical attack.
With an arcane artifact that's priceless and
Yep.
well made.
Yep. So
Delicately loved.
I don't even know if I'm proficient with it, so it's a quarter. I guess it acts as a quarterstaff.
Oh, you're a bard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whatever the case, you are proficient in this one.
Cool. So I have no idea what I'm adding to this. Doesn't matter anyway.
7 plus.
Proficiency at this point is 4 because level.
Yeah, unfortunately not. You just you swing for the bonk and you hit it on its shoulder plate and it just absorbs the blow pretty well.
I doubly still alive.
It's hard to get leverage on a quarterstaff with one hand. Third action, or was Inspired Courage 2?
No,
This
Fire
was
Courage is only one.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll just look at my eyes. Well, get the fuck up here!
Osmond.
And I will No, that's triple time. You guys have bonus movement now.
Nice. Osmond.
Osmond is going to very quickly, like, it's gonna do that thing actually from the Witcher video games where he walks towards it, casting the produce flame, just like a geyser of flame as he's walking at it.
Yeah, your movement is increased by 10 feet.
A 15.
Did you add my 1?
16.
Have you not checked off the thing on your sheet for Inspire Courage?
Up here.
Oh, is it up?
Up. In here, you can change one.
Oh,
of these
you
to
can custom the
inspire
oh.
He doesn't know how to do that. That's not.
Don't
that's
do
not,
that.
That's not where you type it. We'll figure it out later. So 16.
No.
I'm walking too fast.
It's close, but through the cloud of smoke that he is, you're just like blindly sort of probing and you don't quite find your spot.
Well, I'm at him now
Yep.
with a sword.
So now he's flat-footed.
No.
He's probably not flanked at this point. They're on like 2 adjacent sides, not across him. You need to be on opposite sides to flank.
Okay.
Next will be Lazalia.
I am going to swing bada.
And by swing you mean shoot?
Yes, my arrow.
Okay.
I'm going to swing my arrow.
That's how you would. When you just knock it and just throw it like a
22.
sling.
22 will hit.
I will put the bullets in you by hand. My finger feels bad.
That is
Glad?
I just picture her finger like red eyes.
13.
13. Yes. So with that, you put one right in his eyes. It just snaps his head back and he drops to the ground.
I am feeling so much better with this bow.
You're gonna get 3 of your arrows back. That one broke when his head hit the ground.
Okay.
You'd think they'd be less delicate if they were dwarven. I guess the heads are just dwarven.
One down.
I would like to examine this gentleman. Not that one.
Well,
I want to examine them all.
Oh, it's just an ancient Nord greatsword. I thought it was magical. It looked magical.
Nothing tremendously useful. There's some
there's
drinks, a
some
couple
potions and stuff.
potions of health. I just picked those up. 2 potion of health if anybody wants them. Nothing super useful there. We'll get the loot later.
We need to
Thank you.
decide which way we want to go, because it looks like we could go that way or we could go that way.
I think they link around. If you ask me.
So then shall we go with what
Go left.
Gislad usually says and go right?
Can't go wrong with right.
What's in the hole? Right there. What the heck is that?
well, we can go around the corner and see. It's literally just like. It looks like this area might be.
Decorative.
I'm not quite sure what to make of that.
May I make a Arcana check?
Yes.
Looks kind of like beetle scales.
Like, you know how a beetle is all, like, closed, and then when it's ready to fly, it just sort of, like, unclips its shell
23.
and then flies away?
You reckon this may be some sort of magical trap or weapon? It's hard to say exactly. But it seems to be long dormant.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Quick look in here. It looks like this might be just a storeroom.
Those aren't for storage, those big urns.
Well,
They're for,
Storage of the dead.
indeed. But see, these large ones here, the difference is that they're for, well, the unimportant of ancient society, I believe, at least.
so they put multiple people in them then?
Oh, so many people.
Okay.
You've heard of mass graves?
Ooh, Jess.
Nothing to write home about. We'll take care of that in loot post game.
Yeah.
Yep.
Open up the barrels
So we're
and
good.
stuff.
We've already been there. Sorry.
I'm
Excellent.
imagining it like cocaine, where you like
There.
stick your finger in there and like,
Those are
yeah,
right.
that's some good ancient Nords.
Oh, he's moving.
That's
No,
because
no.
we
Oh,
bumped
did we-
him.
That was
Ran
us
into
tripping
him.
on bones, making things move fast. Don't worry.
Okay.
No reverence for the dead.
Oh, was that money right there?
Yep, we'll get that
Okay.
in the post game.
Can't go wrong with right.
Right.
Oh, I think this goes back that. Oh, money.
More gold.
What's the door there?
Is there a door?
Then up to the left, right behind you. That.
Oh,
That is
there's a chain. Look,
Oh.
pull the chain, but stand back from it when you pull the chain. And I'm like, I have my sword like.
Tabla, tabla, tabla.
Down we go.
Okay, let's go. Oh, we could close it too. I saw the lever.
Let's not, just to make sure it doesn't, it's
Well,
not
I
one
was
time
just
use.
saying. We are assuming that the person we are going. Oh,
No, we're after an object.
we are after a specific object.
Scroll of hysteria.
You gotta be careful about that wandering uterus.
Ah!
What's the uterus?
That's funny.
Okay, this one actually wants to look up that what it is, because Gislatt can actually add scrolls to his book. So this is...
Alright, I'm
Spell.
going to say that you've taken it and you guys can
Yeah.
potentially use it later in here.
Write it down.
But the rest of the loot will come later.
Yeah.
Actually, what am I doing?
Scroll of history.
I thought because that one was kind of tucked out of the way that
Yes, no, that was a
it
good.
might have been what we were looking for.
Mm-hmm.
No, I believe it'll be fairly obvious. Oh my.
Now, walking through here with the proper respect, you're not actually dealing with these guys.
Spelunk casually.
So long as they're not actively like jumping out at us, my response is gonna be to just like do the solemn prayer of the dead, respectful and moving
Please
on.
don't kill us.
Move fast,
maybe
move
a
fast,
little
move
bit
fast, and I
higher.
will cast triple time. So we have like that action 10 foot.
Very good. Making your way through here.
You could put him in an office building. He'd make an amazing air conditioner. Just
Ooh, there's another one. No.
Fun fact, in one of the modules I played years ago, there was an excruciatingly detailed way that they described how they kept their food cold, which was a permanent casting of Wall of Frost.
Okay, so yeah, I think this looks good. I want to check
Oh,
the
want to check for traps?
door, but it opened.
Oh no, we're dead!
It's all good, but we need to watch the floor. Because remember in that other one, there was those things, those round things? Ooh, that looks pretty.
it looks consuming.
Oh, okay.
Sure, I'll add it when I can cast it, because I can't add things that I can cast.
Sorry, wrong button.
I guess I'll just be using it.
I would like. Can we stealth?
There's a thing to the left.
I want to stealth. I just want to sneak up as quietly as I and just like.
Go ahead and roll stealth.
Yeah.
I'm not following the expert any longer.
12!
Yeah, he hears you coming as you step on every branch between him and you, and turns around to face you and sort of like draws his sword and holds it above his head.
I'm gonna run at him and I will attempt an athletics check to just like hockey shoulder check him right off the end.
Go for it.
19.
Ah, John.
With that, your impact is solid, and it pushes him towards the edge, but he grabs onto you, and the two of you are like teetering on the edge here together as you try to hold yourself up and he tries to pull you down.
Oh no.
Oh no,
Um,
no.
Didn't think that one through, now did you?
Nope.
We'll say at the end of your turn, you are like on the very precipice and falling. We'll just go clockwise around. Lazalia, do you have anything to contribute to the situation?
That was supposed to matter. Do you have anything to contribute to this impending death?
I am gonna run up and
Kick them both.
no, poke him in the eyes
Who?
Not you, the other guy. Gonna poke him in the eyes, do a woo, poke in the eyes to see if he'll let go.
Okay.
I'm not gonna stab him in the face with my daggers. No, I'm gonna jab him in the eyes.
He won't be expecting it.
Just throws up a bony hand and like catches it.
I mean, that's one hand off.
You know what? That seems like a deception check to me.
A deception check?
Yes. Under create a diversion.
Ah.
Which is attention elsewhere.
Please do it. Please do it. Come on.
Oh, that's a 19 plus 6, so that would be a 25.
You successfully distract it as you bang it in the eye. It instinctively reaches its hand up to it, releasing him and toppling over the edge, falling for about 8 seconds before it hits the ground with a dull thud.
Oh, I love the palace.
Hey, so
Thank you.
You're
I'll
welcome.
go to the edge now with, I was gonna be like, wait, and I'll just kind of look around. Oh, quite big in here. But wait, and I look down to the right. That little semicircle, we've seen that structure many a times before, have we not?
Twice.
It looks like.
Isn't that where the dragon words are?
Yeah.
So here's my thought process. How about we, instead of trying to spelunk throw away, just lash up some rope and just...
But what happens if the horn we need isn't right there where the dragon words are?
How often have the things we've searched for not be right next to where the words of power are?
I'm gonna take the slow road. If you want to go fast down there, go ahead.
Don't you know that you never split the party?
Yeah, this one was not going alone. I'm just saying.
Besides, if we get down there, how do we get up?
Well, we
The
could
rope.
actually trace our way back up.
Better yet,
I'm
take
not.
the rope, tie it around my waist, just fish me down there and see what I find.
I am not strong at all.
I am, but I don't know that I wouldn't drop you on purpose.
Osmond, for everything we've been through, the bonding we've created, you would do that?
No, not in seriousness. Just like, let the rope go for a second. Just.
This one is very insulted. All right, slow we go.
Oh, you could be like the kiddie claw machine, with
That's
the-
what this wanted one to do, but you wouldn't let me.
Okay.
It hurt my feelings. Hey, before we go though, see the skeletal boy there? Want to take a pop shot?
What
Oh.
skeleton?
Where are you sitting at?
There's
Right
a
on the
skeleton.
bridge.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, at the end of
right,
the bridge.
Right there. Right your curses are.
Ahaha.
How far away is that?
That is 200 feet.
I cannot.
You can, at a disadvantage, not the 5e term, but
You will take a penalty.
With penalty.
Isn't the longbow the distance like?
I have
She's
110.
dwarf bow, which is 110.
That's without penalty, but you can go. There's a maximum range that you
Probably double.
Something
At least it was with.
it is a
5e.
-2 for each increment beyond the first.
So-
the first 110 is free, the second 110 is -2, the third 110 is -4.
I mean, that's still a plus 12 that you're getting.
I just like take the shot, and if he
It
comes
actually
running up
isn't
here,
because I have to take that out.
Look at that. Still,
Plus
that's-
11.
That's
Hey.
plus 11.
but hey, he's flat-footed because he has no idea where it's coming from.
Okay, let's try it.
Alright, this is the longest shot you've ever attempted.
I
So
can
you
take a big deep breath.
big deep breath. You
And I'll put my hand on your shoulder, with not in the ghost hand. I believe in you, and I'll inspire you by saying I believe in you.
I believe in a thing called.
No, I believe your arrow can fly. I believe it can touch his skull.
Okay,
Singing every night and day. Spread your wings and fly away.
24. Look at that.
yeah. So,
-2.
Oh, 22. That's not bad.
Yeah, so
Plus
you
the one.
take a deep breath,
Basically,
you
no.
draw your bow back, you aim a bit higher than you've ever aimed before above the target, and as you release the breath, you release the string, the arrow sails through the air. It takes about 3 seconds from release to actually get there. Hits it square in the head, and the skull just shatters on impact.
Awesome.
See, this is what this has been your problem. You've tried to shoot things that are too close.
Beer and cigars later.
We need to have you shooting things that are miles away.
I want the crossbow now.
No.
They look fun.
So there's no enemies within sight. I still think our best bet is to go down by rope.
I'll go down if he goes down.
We can go down and then take the long walk away back.
No, like this tunnel, if you look, probably goes through that hole there, and then through there, and then we risk catching things within the tunnel.
Yeah, no, I agree with Kitty Man. Let's go.
I have no strength. I will not be able to get back up.
I will carry you.
No.
I will carry you like a sack
burdens.
of pretty potatoes.
Oh, but remember, there's always a simple way out of these.
Maybe. Who's to say that we are so deep underground? Who's to say that the
I know you're not
simple-
supposed to ask a lady this. How much do you weigh?
The simple way out of here could very easily be into the middle of the lake, because there's that fountain right there, right?
She does make
By
points.
fountain, you mean waterfall?
Waterfall, yes.
Osmond's already tying the rope to, like, the rocks or whatever.
Tell you what.
All right, I will see you guys later. And I start walking down the hall.
Oh, no.
I'm going with you.
We're not going to let you guys go now. Osmond,
Come on!
the ladies have spoken. We walk.
Oh!
Trust me, I'm just as disappointed as you are, but better to stay together than to be apart.
We can go quickly.
Fine,
I just
but I'm
like flap my arms and I'm like, I've got noodle arms.
Fine, but I'm gonna complain the whole time.
You complain
You don't
all the time.
anyways?
No, this one's going to have something specific to complain about, so it's going to be repetitive, because his inspiration for more diverse words is limiting.
I just sort of like
Is there anything
snap my
the other way?
fingers and make a
Opposite,
ghost sound.
opposite to that opening. Was there an opening going that way?
I'm not.
That looks like an archway, right there.
I'm not understanding.
That's a wall.
Okay, it's just a solid wall. Okay, fine.
That's a wall.
Let's go.
So I
there's things on either side, right?
I sort of snap my fingers and make ghost sounds of like chittering spiders. Ooh.
Look, we sprung a trap.
Yes,
Oh.
indeed.
I snap my fingers when we start off to do the thing and make ghost sounds of chittering spiders around Osmond's head.
Please, I have children. This doesn't scare me.
You were terrified of it the last time.
Yeah, because I knew it was real.
So as you're chatting amongst yourselves, sort of distracted by your recent success and the complainings of Osmond,
Okay.
Osmond steps onto a trap on the floor because he's leading the way, as is our standard formation. Osmond, go ahead and give us a reflex save.
I blame you for this.
I can heal burns.
15.
Yeah, with a 15, you like full weight on there, flames up the pant leg before you realize what's going on. And you're gonna take 7 points of fire damage.
There are some choice expletives uttered. Oh, thank you. That should enter, don't worry. It's in there.
Can we go around?
I hold you personally responsible for my flaming pants.
Oh, look, more cliff.
Look, we could have gone down the cliff and thought I would have not burned pants. Good thing I don't
There's
want
got to
to
be a way to get
Actually,
through this.
Osmond, when we get to town, I'll fix the pants.
It's not that. It's good thing I didn't want to have any more children.
What?
How burnt are they?
Not that burnt.
I'll, like, mage hand.
Please. Does my hand go through the mage hand? Stop that.
Slap yourself.
It's the workplace.
Is there anything on the wall that could shut it off? Like if we look to the left and the right?
Just lad will just
Nothing jumps out.
hop the 5 feet. Just yeet.
That's closer to 10 feet.
Running start and just yeep.
And that's an amount you can jump just with your...
I would believe so. I think you can jump. I actually can't remember.
I take notice. Do all of the plates light on fire?
I mean, you have to step on them to test that. Do you?
No, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm about to hold hands.
Oh! We'll do the thing!
I'm about to hold hands, damn it!
Well, would.
Oh,
And I yell, "Would."
Well, we all yelled simultaneously.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're like, what?
So you guys like count down?
3,
2, 1.
Woo!
Hold.
here, you know what? We will give it the proper effect.
Sounded like breaking glass.
Each of you will roll a fortitude save,
That is
please.
weird.
Dirty 20.
Oh! Hi.
23.
What am I rolling? Fortitude?
That's a 10.
That's a...
I think the DC's a 5, honestly.
16 for me. I rolled an 8.
All of you succeed. You hold your hands together. You shout in unison. You are suddenly 30 feet further along than you were before. A little disoriented.
But not on fire.
But not on fire.
Good.
Continuing on.
The actual thing for jumping is a acrobatics check, which the DC is equal to the amount of feet you want to go. So if you want to go 10 feet, DC's 10. Plus
Well,
9.
Simple enough. You all made it across. Nothing important on this one. You see a few...
I'm gonna shoot at that guy across the way.
That one?
Yeah, he doesn't see me.
Alright, just for the sake of brevity, because there's lots of these little encounters.
Yep.
You guys proved your prowess in the first one. We'll just assume you continue to do so for the humble guards.
I
as
know
you make
that
your way through here.
Ray of Frost, the cold damage doesn't do much for them, but I will also pew them because if I succeed expertly or they fail, I don't know what it is anymore, then they also are slowed. So
Between the ranged abilities available to all of you, they're mostly dead by the time they work their way around the tunnel and up the ramp to you, and then it's just sort of a cleave one to the side, cleave the other to the other side.
Go ninja.
Bippity boppity boo.
Go be
Bibbity bobbity boo.
Straight across or to the left?
straight. Gotta go wrong or right.
It's not the directions.
There's some withered food on the table here, fossilized and petrified.
Is there anything up on the dais? No.
Nothing there.
I like the lamp that's up there. Oh, to the down. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Looks like a giant fire hazard.
Mm-hmm.
In a place made of stone.
Oh, you know, fair enough. Fair enough.
Wow.
Ah, well. We'll see if there's anything useful. No.
I doubt it.
Hmm.
It won't even
Good
let you
enough.
search?
Yeah. Can be a bit weird.
Glitchy.
Oh,
Hold.
be careful.
There's
I see a
puddle.
yeah, fire lamps.
There's a... Yeah, let's go down here and see if there's something interesting in the...
Hit the switch, see what happens.
Well, that's not irritating.
Hit the switch again. Hit the switch.
Oh. I wish
And
these
now we
ancient...
find a way around.
I wish these ancient gnomes were a lot less clever.
Ah!
Hit the switch.
Hold on.
Respectfully.
Again, representative sample. These ones are not there.
But we need to hit that... Oh, you did hit it again.
Mhm.
Okay,
There we
sorry.
go.
What? Oh, an enchanter's table.
Well, let's go through and see. Soul gems and stuff.
Nothing
Gold
helpful.
and whatnot.
That was a draft of
Like this
lockpicking or something.
Is anybody going to use this table?
Potion of lockpicking, Mom?
Well, yeah, but
This one doesn't have this.
I've got one already, so we
Abilities,
can
yeah.
get it in
If
the
you make magic items.
the loot. The looty loot.
Yeah, the next. thing
Um,
I'm taking
If
potion.
nobody's gonna use it, if like nobody's gonna use the enchanted table for surezies,
Yeah, can you guys have it?
Guys, are you gonna want to use the enchanted table?
This one cannot.
I can't either.
I take out my unlit torch and smash the crystal ball with it.
There's
Okay.
Oh, there is a crystal ball.
It shatters and the glowing blue magic fades from the table.
Never be too careful.
Yeah, he's got a point. I wasn't going to use it today. Those chains there we could have pulled.
Let's not. That doesn't seem like it's right.
That's better. There.
The less people that have access to enchanted equipment, the better.
What's up?
Can't go wrong with right. And that's
But
the left.
I think it
Oh,
was just.
I will take the troll skull.
Okay. I'll make sure that makes it into the loot later.
It'll look great on my decor.
You have a weird idea.
Oh yeah, so you're gonna make it look like you.
I did kill a troll.
We killed a troll.
I helped. Who lit it on fire?
Shh.
Mm-hmm.
Lazalia, now expert sniper, makes short work of the skeleton.
Collect some arrows along the way.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll get them later.
You're not hurting for
Perhaps we should.
There is somebody up top there with like flaming hands things going
No,
on.
that's a trap going on.
Right there. That's a person, isn't it? Oh no, it's not. Oh,
Idiot.
I totally thought that was a person.
Well, to be fair, the brain is mostly rotted. I shouldn't be too harsh on them.
I say we just keep working our way down.
But what is in there? Could it be the thing in behind that?
Pew pew.
You make weird sounds. Looks like maybe he was the
He's having a nap.
king of things.
Or he
You
was
could
just
say he went
rest
all-
in his poor old bones.
You could say it went all to pieces.
Yeah, there we go. And down we go.
And there is no chest down there.
No, you haven't seen anything yet.
Osmond huffs as obviously as a 44-year-old man can.
Like a 2-year-old child. Uh-huh. I hear it.
Mm-hmm.
You hear it again, the drums beating deep inside your soul. The feeling of knowledge and power welling up inside you. You approach the wall.
Yes. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Touch it. Ethereal.
We already have one, but we don't have the ability to do it yet.
You have a sense of the second word of become ethereal, but not quite the understanding of how to use it.
Alright, well, let's look around down here, see what we can find.
Z
Weird
is
map.
the second.
Hovering.
Oh my!
I think that's off the world.
Did you delete something you shouldn't have?
I have not.
There was like floating rock there.
There.
Nonsense wishes in that order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And trees.
it's a boot.
It's a booger?
Bethesda, everyone.
Bugfesta.
Bugfest.
Not much going on over here.
I think we need to go back to where that fire was
You know what? This
and
one
behind it.
This one agrees.
That looks like it was like trappish, so something could be behind the trappish thing.
Mm-hmm.
No, this one concedes. You were right.
Oh, I thought you were just about to walk off.
Okay. Shall we do wold again?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Does it look like? Can we get just a titch closer to see if we can see? Oh yes.
Come on, and I like taunt them.
Walk over.
We just sort of make them walk across, like, come on,
Yep.
come on.
You convince them to come across, and they set off the flames and just
Oh, look.
blacken into bone dust.
We can go right through the middle there.
How
Yep.
convenient.
They proved the way for you.
Nice.
Oh, chest.
No decorum for wasted natural gas.
Nothing helpful.
Another troll
More
skull.
gems.
Nothing helpful.
Oh, this place is so confusing. Hold on.
There's a chest through that way there. Turn
Look
around.
through the
Yeah,
wall.
Through the wall.
Oh, would you look at that?
How do we
You can fit through the gap here if you want to squeeze through.
get?
Just lad will squeeze through.
One at a time.
Yep.
Just lad gets through. You
Oh,
see
there's
some
stairs.
stairs heading up there.
Well, what's in the chest first?
And we'll take what that guy's holding on to.
Flame arrows and
And
ice
the
arrows.
fun arrows as well.
Lazalia, do you want to mark down the special arrows?
2,
just in case?
3.
7. 2 fire, 3 ice, 7 lightning.
Everything else can wait. Do you call your allies through to go up the
Yes,
stairs?
there's some stairs here if we want to try to figure out where we are.
Oh,
Sure.
I've never been that skinny.
Yeah, Osmond has the most difficult time being broadest of shoulder and tallest in height. But he sort of weasels his way through, scraping his armor along the way, but he makes it.
He's a little scrawnier than he used to be, so he should be able to get through.
Age thins you out and thickens you at the same time.
Speak for yourself.
And you end up here on these broken bridges.
I guess we could wound.
Could
To the next-
can we wold across, do you think?
One way to find out. Together?
No, back the way we came.
Alright. Coward.
Alright.
Wow.
You're gonna go back to being Kitty Man.
He hasn't
never-
stopped being Kitty
I used
Man.
his name once.
So, we're at the end of it. We haven't found what we came looking for.
But down below, there did look to be like a little up bit.
We
that-
haven't actually gone across here.
Perhaps we do that.
Ah,
Don't fall off the edge, though. Everybody be
but there's
careful.
also a little up bit there that we didn't go and see, and it looks like there might be a chest there.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
What's over here? Oh, gate.
Uh-oh, what do these stones look like?
Oh, jeez.
They glow as you approach them, and
Oh,
they gaze.
this one gets it, but as soon as you walk away from the close... We'll have to wound through here.
But we won't be able to come back. Do we want to go down and see if there's that chest there, like I thought I saw?
Yes, we'll go quickly. While you do that, this one's going to go up those little steps to take a look real quick first.
Just to save a little bit of time, you go around and then you climb up to this. It's relatively simple.
We got a blood spot, so there's something up there.
Nothing useful for the moment. And yeah, it turns out there is a ramp right there. There
Yeah.
we go. We'll just
Do-do-do-do-do.
zip our way back up here.
Oh my god, how do you do that?
What's up the stairs real quick?
Soul Sucker? I hear...
Kevin McAllister. Hello!
Just a couple burial rings, another potion.
Burial urns to pillage.
Well, we know what we have to do.
Everybody hold my hand.
Do we stand in the middle?
Maybe a little further forward.
We'll walk quickly through
And as we're walking...
and
sorry.
like do wold.
I bet you we could just roll like from the first one
Mhm.
and just they'll activate.
Yep. Also, I will use triple time to give us that extra 10-foot movement.
Good plan.
So we'll start sprinting and then wold.
Holding hands.
Mhm.
Yep.
Alright,
Well, it's more like conga line because it's a bit of a narrow.
now, I may be a bit pedantic, but when you guys are shouting together, I want to actually hear you shout together, so you have to arrange that however works best for you.
3, 2, 1.
Wold!
Oh, we prematurely ruled it.
Oh, that's what I said. We needed to go, like, run through the things and at the end wold to get across.
I understand. Okay.
Alright, triple time. 1, 2, 3.
Wold!
Yeah, it worked.
You make it.
Conga line.
Do we need to do the...
Fort
Yes.
save.
Well, technically two. One for the first one, one for the second
natural
one.
20? Go ahead, love.
So on the first one,
11.
whoa, that's what I did. So
First,
first
one
one,
was a natural 20 for him.
25.
I
Second
had
one,
12 on the first one.
26.
First
Anything
one.
sub 5. I don't think any of you are even capable of that.
Not anymore.
No. I mean, nat ones would be
14.
bad,
Alright.
You could
So
roll a natural 1 and automatically fail.
You're perfectly fine. It's a little bit weird doing it in a conga line, and it's like stepping on each other's heels at supersonic speeds. Perhaps.
Ha!
Especially with the little bit faster of the triple time.
But you make it through. You make your way up the stairs.
Oh no. I hate spiders.
Cast ghost sounds.
Please stop.
Watch where we're walking.
Yeah, all of the squares of the ground here are those same flamethrower types.
Oh.
But narrow enough that we could jump over it.
Well, for here,
Yep.
you can. But the whole rest of the floor is there.
I say
Oh.
How about, I have a thought.
Okay.
I turn around and look at the thingy. And I just, continually cast Ray of Frost in it to put it out.
This thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you work at it enough and you're able to extinguish the flame in the pot.
Thinking that it might be the fire that's, the source of the ignite is my thought.
Okay.
I don't know if this is going to be very helpful.
Move quickly.
Follow my steps, and I will triple time, and I will do a running start, and I'll jump from here over, and then from here keep going, and I'll jump from that post to the right here, to land on that.
Okay. Acrobatics?
That is a 20 total, so I can go up to 20 feet.
Yeah, so you make it across to this one, no problem. These are so trivial that there's no even point in rolling for them.
Hug the wall to the left.
It's a bit tricky, but you make it. Everybody else, you need a 15 to make the same jump.
And what do I add
Acrobatics?
Acrobatics.
27. 28. Because it's a natural 20.
Dirty 20.
All right. So following the lead of Gislad, you make your way across and around, and across and around, and push through the webs to find a few
We're
giant
sinking.
spiders milling about.
Did the pot spider have to see us there yet?
Well, given that you were jumping, it's likely you were not really
Ha!
being stealthy.
Hey!
Ha! Hoo! Ha!
Jangle, jangle, jangle.
Oh, sweet baby Talos.
And as the two smaller ones are ambulating towards you, you hear the chittering as the largest one just begins to descend from the ceiling. We will use the combat grid for this one. Well, not grid, but you know what I mean. You guys can...
The medium sized?
Medium seems good. The whole party is going to be bunched up right here with Gislad in front.
Hello.
Was there a third one?
There's two small and then the big one.
I don't know.
Just put one here. I want 3 to be the boss. Perfect. And then, yeah, all of you jumbled in here with Gislad in front.
Just lads in front. There you go.
Beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And everybody can go ahead and roll initiative.
That's not half bad.
25.
22 for me.
What else we got?
13.
There we go.
Oof.
24.
Your first next round.
This dice is on thin ice.
This dice is on fire!
Oh.
Yes!
So, I have a friend, and they possess a cursed object.
Sounds like nonsense for witches.
They had a D20 that never worked for them. It survived a house fire.
Cursed. Cursed. Definitely cursed.
And it was not like a metal dice, it was like a plastic should have melted in the fire dice.
Yeah, that's a curse.
Throw it into the flames, Frodo.
Cast it into the fire.
All right. So the boss spider is going to have the first turn. It is on the ceiling, just like feet planted facing you, and it's just going to spit its web trap. Yes, it's venomous web trap at the three of you in front. So that's going to be just Slad, Osmond, and Eruian, just sort of rapid fire. Just Slad. Where are we? 20 to hit.
Misses.
All right. Eruian. Or Osmond next. Sorry. 19 to hit.
It does not, and I want to think of a cool way that it doesn't. Is like mid-air, I just like open my hand and blast a little gout of flame that ignites the web mid-air before it gets to me.
I will
See
allow
Osmond
it.
doing this craziness, and I just sidestep like a normal human being.
And that'll be 11 to Eruian.
Where's your banana?
I just sort of like
It's in my woods.
drop to my knees and go like, ah, no.
So it spits 3 globs of venomous web at you. It being such a vast distance away up on the ceiling, you see it coming. It's huge. You know it's there. All 3 of you dodge it relatively easily. Osmond will be next.
Has it reached the floor yet?
No, it's still pretty much firmly on the ceiling.
I'm gonna again. How far is it? Like,
I'm gonna say about 60 feet up.
is that 60 feet in a diagonal from?
Diagonal, we'll call 75 feet.
Come at me, you cow! I should have a ranged weapon.
Why don't you go for the little ones?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Go for its babies.
That will inspire it to come down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of march at its, the small ones ominously and just gout a fire at them.
Alright. Which one?
Number 1.
Okay.
I'm just gonna approach it as I'm walking to within range.
Absolutely.
19.
19 will hit.
I am with you.
6 points of fire damage.
Nap time.
Alright. With that, it erupts into flame. All of the hairs across its body, all of the webbing sort of stuck to its feet, and on the ground underneath it, just woomph. And it immediately just like curls up like a shed spider skin, just all of its legs curling in towards its chest as it just like rolls to the side, a burnt out husk.
Come at me, you hairy bastard!
Number 1 is dead. Eruian is next.
The initiative tracker.
Oh yeah.
I think he got 24, I got 22.
Oh, sorry, yes, just slide. You're just written very small in my tracker. You're good to go.
Alright.
Size doesn't matter.
Gislad will use his. Nope, I'm gonna stay where I am. I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself, and then I will inspire courage.
Okay,
Wonderful.
good choices. Eruian is next.
Okay, day.
Stay by me.
I am beside you. So I can attempt to hit the thing in a 120 feet. It's not too far, yeah?
Nope.
Okay, great. So I am just going to be like, oh mama. And I'm going to try and hit it with an acid arrow.
Okay.
Hopefully. I don't know how you're going to roll. I switched out all of my dice. And I'm rolling much better. Okay, so that is going to be a total of 29 to hit.
29 will hit.
Wunderbar. That means it's not a critical.
Nope.
Wonderful.
Heavens no.
Oh, jeez. Stressful.
Okay, so that is 12.
5 minute length music.
22 points of acid damage, and when its turn comes again, it has persistent.
Very good. So with that, it is a direct hit, and the acid arrow sort of splashes across the front half of the body of this thing, and it weakens the webbing on the ceiling that is holding onto. It sort of melts, it loses its grip, and it just barely manages to hold on, but it's sort of like dangling from its 2 rearmost legs. The 6 others are dangling down and sort of facing you.
Wonderful. I adjust the new circlet that I have on my head and go like, this is real heckin' cool. And then I cast shield on myself.
Very good. Next up is going to be baby spider number 2, which, seeing its brother get roasted, is just going to skitter away at full speed to about here and like off the wall. We'll call it there. Lazalia.
I am going to take out a fire arrow and shoot it up at the mommy.
Okay, it is within your 110 feet range increment.
That would be a 26.
26 will hit.
Okay. And D6. I don't have a D6. Can I touch your dice? It's the one that rolled the best too. That would be 6.
The trick is to threaten them, keep them in line.
I rolled a 4 with yours and 2 1s with mine.
It knows better.
Is that
You
6
behave
total?
Yeah.
Okay, how much?
Oh
was the
no,
fire
6
damage?
plus 4, 10.
How much of that was the fire damage?
4.
4.
Okay. Fabulous. So with that, the its loosened grip is already bad. You hit it sort of like in the intersecting point between its 2 segments of its body, and the flame spreads up those last 2 legs, loosens its grip, and it falls terribly awkwardly to the ground with an awkward squish.
Is it just gonna fall straight down, or?
Yeah, it'll fall straight down. It's on its back. It's disoriented. It's sort of flailing for purchase. There's a good hit.
Now, it's soft on the belly, right? It doesn't have like the hard shitness armor on the belly, right?
Presumably.
Okay, so I'm gonna run up to it, flailing on its back, and I'm gonna stab it with my dagger.
You have quick draw, right?
Yes.
Yeah, go for it. Don't forget this is your second attack, so it's under penalty.
18.
18. You know what? I'm gonna give
Flat-footed.
It's not quite enough, but what I'm going to do is give you a hero point for having weakened it and attacking its exposed belly, so you can re-roll that roll if you wish.
Okay.
Or you can take the loss.
Nope, I'll re-roll.
Okay. So you go for the quick draw, you wheel your dagger around, and as you strike down, just one of its flailing legs catches you off guard and strikes you to the side before you can make contact with your blade.
Okay,
Oh, Lord.
On its
Just
turn,
don't-
it's finally going. Do you want to move Zalia up to it?
Oh yeah.
Do this thing and it moves that too.
On
Slide has not had a turn.
Yeah, he did. He was just after you.
Oh, my apologies, Lord.
That's okay.
The spider on its turn is going to right itself.
It's going to take 2 more points of acid damage.
It is going to right itself, bite at Lazalia
Awesome.
for 26 to hit.
Woof! At least it's not a critical.
It hits.
All right. Where are you? There you are. $11 points of piercing damage, and I need a fortitude save from you.
You got this. It was your birthday just yesterday. We're gonna party like it's
It's your birthday today, because we didn't see you yesterday, so we're gonna do
23.
it today.
23.
Yeah.
Yes!
You avoid the effects of the poison, but I'm going to need another fortitude. No, it is going to roll fortitude or athletics to try and drag you up the wall with it. It rolled a natural 1, so it bit you and it tried to wrench you to the side, and the 2 persistent acid damage just broke one of its fangs and released you as it scampers 10 feet here and 20 feet up this pillar. Next is Osmond.
So Osmond is going to. This is all spiderweb up this thing.
Yep.
Osmond is going to walk up and just take his hand and just press it to the wall and just ignite it enough to just.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Oh no!
Don't forget you can.
Oh no!
Don't forget you can throw your priest flame.
Yeah, this is more dramatic though.
Not fair enough.
Oh no!
I'm just gonna wait with my sword pointed up.
Okay.
Hoping it'll fall on it.
Yeah.
We are all going to burn.
So you light the fire, it spreads up, it loses its grip, it is falling towards you, you've got your sword up. I'm going to call that flat-footed if you want to go ahead and make your attack.
Does
27.
Yeah, that'll hit.
does the fire go out as well and get us?
Yes. But it's only 3 points of fire damage.
10.
10.
Watch where you're burning things!
Get out of the way.
So between the falling damage, the fire damage, and the sword damage, you were almost like in a He-Man pose, sword straight up, the spider comes down on it, and as it reaches your hilt, you're like, hell yeah. And then the 400 pounds
It's
of spider.
oh god, oh no!
Yeah, it just continues down and completely collapses all over you, and you're just laid out on the ground.
Sword out of its back.
You're gonna take 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are trapped under this thing as the baby runs away to hide. That is combat over.
For the love of Dallas, get this stupid thing off me!
No. So did I burn? Because where I was standing, I was actually on rock. No.
You will be safe from the damage.
Okay.
My response is no. The last time I caused this, you were all like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh." But you can do it and
I don't
not have
believe
any
you attract us
repercussions.
any giant arachnids.
No, the last time I cast fire and lit the thing on fire.
So you don't want to get him out from underneath the giant arachnid that he just
While you guys are
killed
having
to
this
save us?
deep conversation, I'm helping pulling the spider off. I'm like, he's a dick, but at least we need him alive.
No, we
I
don't need
resent
dicks
that.
alive.
It is huge, but thankfully the legs offer good leverage for you to plant your feet in its side and wrench it over enough for him to get out. It's not as difficult as you might expect it to be. That's the way you came from.
I like. Oh wait, hold on, that wasn't you. Never mind. That was a different
Osmond, can you burn up the flame of the spider webs?
Why? Nobody was over near that. Why did that trip?
Well, these barrows are thousands of years old, I presume.
It's a desiccated corpse that
Yeah,
has
body
fallen
fell
onto it.
Faulty, mechanics.
Oh, it fell from the sky.
Oh, there's the 2. I was like, where the hell is the 2?
Well, on the right side.
No, I kept looking for it on the thing.
Is the door?
Yeah.
Is the door.
It goes
Just-
through the-
I'm just waiting for the makes a better door than a window to get out of the way.
Oh, look, I switched.
Wait. Look at the ground.
Just Lad will use Mage Hand to open up the thing from a distance.
The gate opens before you into a room filled with boiling water.
This looks serious.
Uh-oh.
Are we in a sauna?
It's quite hot and steamy in here, especially compared to the outside. Of the
Don't
room.
like it.
My fur immediately starts kind of going on end. It just.
I'm gonna have my bow out ready. Because this looks like we could be coming to a badass. Those pillars moved.
And through the...
Witches! Witches! All witches!
I'm so confused. What's going on?
I do
Did
not know.
anyone accidentally slip me that moon sugar? That skooma?
Oh,
I'm tripping out, man!
Thanks, Bethesda. Let's just go through it and grab what we need. Let's get out of here before Bethesda gets us.
It's written in Daedric.
Oh, it's right there.
Son of a bitch.
There's a note.
Read mysterious note.
Why are you saying son of a bitch?
It's not here.
It means somebody was here before us.
Dragonborn, I need to speak to you, urgently. Rent the attic room at the Sleeping Giant Inn in Riverwood, and I will meet you.
Jesus Christ, Riverwood?
Signed, a friend.
No friend of mine steal my crap.
That's
and go
the
through-
first town we were in.
Well, this was a waste of time.
Well, let's push open this sarcophagus and see if
No.
it's
No,
inside.
there is not. That is just a pedestal that's have a claw. That's not a.
No, it's a sarcophagus. Read. Well, you can't read it. Look.
Read, mother.
Look,
read.
it's Daedric inscription. I don't want to be opening anything with Daedric inscription.
Well, considering we just saw a bunch of pillars move through all stone, I say we leave.
Call it.
Go and go through the door there. Why do I sound like Captain? What's the guy from Candy?
Oh, there's
Wreck-It
a-
Ralph, the candy guy.
Oh, silver helmet.
Fancy.
Ooh.
That's pretty.
Dwarven Bow of Burning.
I will take that.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah, you will. Enjoy it too.
Mark that down. And a necklace of stamina.
Oh.
We'll worry about the rest of it a bit later. We just know that bow's going to Azalea.
Yes.
Secret tunnel.
Turn.
Secret tunnel.
The secret tunnel.
Oh.
Secret tunnel.
More
From the
tunnel.
mountain.
We were literally at the very bottom of this mountain, and we still have a tunnel that conveniently goes all the way to the top.
Yeah, the engineering of these people is very.
Lazy?
Yes.
For a
Circuitry?
second, I thought
Oh,
that
look
was
at
going to come right
that.
at us.
I know where we are.
Yeah.
Right at the entrance. How
Yeah.
convenient.
I mean, it makes sense. A quicker path to bring tools in, also in case of collapse. It's always good to have a second exit.
So, let's get out of here.
Yeah, first things first, let's get out of here.
And what time it, like, I don't even, this one doesn't even know what time of day it is. We'll get out. If it's late, we may camp out here and then head back to town. It's broad daylight.
Somehow, is it the same day?
It is. It is well, it's... You
It's
don't
afternoon.
actually know, but it appears to be a little
Midday?
past noon.
Then let's make our way back to Lydia and
Before
we need
go,
to get some of the...
I would like to spend just a little bit of time picking up these really pretty, but probably deadly plants.
Alright?
May I identify using my alchemical knowledge?
Yes.
Well,
You think these would make a nice tea?
Nope.
I will come back for flower picking when I do the looting.
Mm-hmm. I'm just, like, wanting to take just a moment to pick it. Like, we can go, but just I'm taking a moment to pick a few of them to get some fresh air into my lungs and just be thankful we're no longer in a cave.
Absolutely. I think we will call it there, with fireside chat beginning just as the party returns to Morthal and to Lydia, checking into the inn for the evening. This week's episode is not going to be uploaded to YouTube until Sunday or Monday. We're just taking some personal time. Though, if you're watching us here, you're probably not super interested in when the YouTube comes out. But, as always, the fireside chat is where the players are going to interact in character
And
at the
threaten.
inn in between sessions if you want to see what they get up to, maybe a little bit of shopping, a little bit of backstory. And between now and next session, I'm going to run through everything, loot everything, distribute it to the party, and see what happens.
Nothing like a good loot session after Dungeon Delve.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being part of our family, for watching us today, and for being a part of the next part of the adventures of our Dragonborns. So, until next time, thank you so much for watching Daedra and Deathclaws. We will see you next Wednesday.
Beware the witches.